Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. We're on Tuesday. We're still in June. Everything is still gay and proud. We are still BLT and everything in between. So, welcome. The celebration continues. Oh, did I put the link? I think I did. Yeah, I did. All right. The link is pinned. The party / panel is open. Come on up. In the meantime, I'm going to get a prompt for today. Let's get one about pride. We started talking a little bit yesterday about pride. Let's get a prompt on it. Can prompt E. All right, let's see what it throws up on us. Throws up at us. Thinking very hard about a gay pride prompt. Ooh, this is a good one. This is kind of what we talked about yesterday. So it's a perfect one to continue the conversation. Here's our prompt for today. Second day of Pride Month. Is pride still a sin? What does pride mean after acceptance? That's kind of what I talked about yesterday. About the need for pride when I was doing it in the probably, let's say, early 90s is different than the need for pride today. We have all of the stuff that we were doing the prides for to call attention to. It was a form of political advocacy. We're not advocating for the same things anymore. So what does pride mean now that not only is gay marriage legal or marriage equality normalized? Nobody cares if you're at a party or at the office and say, "Hey, this is Bob, my husband." Like, nobody. It would probably go viral on TikTok if somebody had some kind of reaction to that. So everything we were trying to normalize got normalized. So the part of the pride was pride in what we were trying to normalize. Like a lot of people, the majority of society thinking it was a bad thing, and us thinking no, actually it's a good thing. We like it. I like being able to be with another guy. I like dating other guys. I like holding hands with a guy or a boyfriend and kissing another guy. So that's kind of the root of what our pride was. It was in that kind of stuff of experiencing as positive something that a lot of society was seeing as a negative. I don't think that's as true now. Again, going back to, I don't think many people even care. Like, oh, I date boys. I think people would be bored. So I have work to do. So is there anything else? So I have a life to get back to. Just people don't have the same interest. It doesn't have the same novelty it did back then. It doesn't have the same titillation value it did back then. I just think it's a non-issue. That's why I call it post-gay. I think we're in the post-gay era. Now, that's not saying that's true equally for all of the other subcultures within the broad letter spectrum. The kink community, trans, some of these groups have their own pride, actually. So they may not have the same level of acceptance yet. So pride may mean different. If we look at it as a scale of acceptance to meaning of pride, or the meaning that it gives to pride, the more you have that acceptance, tolerance, and, as I said, normalization, I think the more the meaning of what that pride is changes as the context for it changes. And that's what I was touching on yesterday. So if you have anything to say about the prompt or pride in general or anything else, it doesn't have to be about pride. This can also be a pride-free space. We did that one year. We made this the space you could come when you needed to take a break from all the pride stuff. So if you need a break from pride, you can come here as well. I don't have to talk about pride or gay. The whole for hours a day, every day for June. We've also had conversations about things like not necessarily straight pride, but if you're heterosexual, if you're quote unquote normal, maybe neurotypical, is that a reason to be proud, or are there things that you can still take pride in? And I say, hell yes, absolutely. I don't think gay sexuality is special or any better than straight sexuality. I think it should all be celebrated. We talked about things like dad pride, family pride, mom pride. That goes beyond even just sexuality. I think there's no end of things to be proud about being a parent, a dad, a mom, about having a family, raising a family, keeping a family together. That makes me proud just seeing other people do it, that they're able to do it. So I think there's room for many, many different types of pride. And as the meaning of pride changes, I think there's room to expand it to all forms of pride. So Pride Month doesn't become just gay pride or trans pride or rainbow letters pride. It just becomes about pride in everyone, you as an individual. What are you proud of about yourself, about life, just being alive, about your accomplishments, achievements, your community, whatever. So I guess if I have any kind of mission at all, it would be that to start to reframe pride as individual pride, or to expand pride into whatever. It doesn't even have to be individual. But here's a guy that actually has a lot to say about pride. He's definitely on some kind of spectrum, and we've had many conversations in the past about pride. Welcome our very own man, usually in the street. You're usually driving around or somewhere where you have a bad signal. Welcome. Nero Jack. Nero Jack? Are you there? Are you driving around with a bad signal?
Yeah, sorry about. No, I have a good signal, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was just talking to someone. But yeah, thank you for having me
Happy
on.
Pride.
Oh yes. Sure,
I'm so glad you dropped by, girl. It would be the same without you.
That's a triple snap in S formation just for you.
And a twist, a flip or a twist, something like that. Yes, very good.
Yeah, happy Pride Month. What do we got to do to like get our pride in order and make sure that we're doing all the right things?
What needs to be in order? But you've come to establish order. How manly. Yes. What needs to be in order? I can maybe help. I have some stake in pride.
That's right. You're a totalitarian gay, just to kind of like.
Oh, I thought you were gonna set a top. Totalitarian gay? No, you're the one here to establish order on our pride. How about the totalitarian gay? I mean, like, for real.
Wait, what? So what now? A totalitarian gay? What does that mean?
Is that what you? I don't know. Is that what you just asked me? Am I the totalitarian?
Well, no. I said that you are a totalitarian gay, which is the type I like.
I'm a totalitarian gay just because I'm looking for a daddy. You say that? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you are, but I just believe that you are. I guess that makes sense.
Like crypto fascist gay.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. Yeah,
it's just the vibe. I give off a crypto fascist vibe, or perhaps outright fascistic. totalitarian. It's my daddy and it's the alpha in me, the alpha sub, alpha brat.
Yeah,
Technically,
give us your
let me check
biggest
alpha
give it
brat.
give me your biggest alpha brat tell. Like what do you do, like a little like like a little like growl or something, or what is it?
Like a growl. Oh, I would love that, especially with antlers, the growling antlers. Or pterodactyl. By the way, have we collected your
Wow.
pterodactyl noise yet?
I will admit that I was pretty famous in school for doing a great pterodactyl sound, which I can't bless you
No
with at the
way.
moment, but I will do it.
No,
I will
why
do it for
can't
you
you?
sometime, man.
No, are you out in public? Why can't you?
Yeah,
Be
well,
proud.
it's a
Be
little
proud.
embarrassing because it's too good. Like
No, that's
I
the point
gotta.
of being pride. It's not embarrassing anymore
Te-
once you take pride in it. That is the essence of pride right there. It worked for the gays. It could work for the pterodactyl voice artist. See how I reframe that there?
Even for us pterodactyl sexuals, we can find pride in the world.
Pterosexuals, yes, pterosexual pride. You next on the list at some point once all the
Sorry,
other groups
I'm
assimilate.
trying to look for the niche thing. Like, you got to go to the next extreme. Like first it's
I
like
think
the
you just found it.
gays, then the lesbians, then the bis, then the trans. Now we're like
Yeah, all the
I don't
letters
even
in
know
the
where
book.
we're at. We're like the
I don't either. Nobody does. Because did you see in Canada they changed it to like be MMNA? They like starting to double the letters now. There's like two M's, NIQUA, and it just rolled off her tongue too. She was indigenous.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I got to get like the pterodactyl sexual like queer thing going, you know what I mean? So I got
I
to
think
like
oh my god, if there is a man for the job,
yeah,
it's
we have
becoming
to
like
push the
DNA,
boundaries.
the letters. The
Yeah,
code is just constantly updating.
okay, you said you like daddies, right? Let me show you this one. Is this a good daddy for you? Hold on. Is this guy a good-looking guy for you?
No, I can already tell you no, but let's take a closer look. No, absolutely not. That's that Michael Aquino from the Satanist guy. No, he looks like a gay. I mean, a gay Elton John, a satanic Elton John,
A gaytonist?
a gay satanic Elton John. Yeah, absolutely not. No,
But
just from
what?
fashion sense, aesthetics alone. No,
Wow,
plus
that
he
seems
old.
that seems a
He's more
little.
like grandpa, not only monster, but
That's a good
granddaddy.
one.
He's like out of the daddy range.
Grandpa Munster. Wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
sad. I feel bad about.
yeah.
I feel kind of sad that you said
I'm
that. Yeah.
disappointed that you didn't know me better than that. That's who you tried to pass off. As you're definitely not making any matches for me anytime soon
Well, I thought like personality might add up for something.
because of the Satanism, former ex Satanism connection.
I got to remember where we're at in your process.
Oh, okay. Because we were about to talk about before we start talking about. Oh, I wanted to get while you're here, since it's Pride, your take on this prompt. What does Pride mean after acceptance? Because as some of these groups achieve their goals of integration through Pride, like Pride is a means to that end. But once that end is achieved, what does Pride mean at that point? And a lot of these groups, I feel like, have achieved that. So the meaning of Pride for them is starting to change. What's your take on that? And your pterodactyl imitation.
Well, I just started hearing your music, and I do love it, but it's
My music?
Oh wait.
Oh,
Maybe
I
not
have
you.
music on. I can turn it off. I have it on in the background because it keeps my
Oh no,
speakers
I
on.
think it might have been me, but yeah, it's
I
like
get
this
it.
like very gay '70s like.
Yeah, well, I went for like a lounge vibe. I wanted something down tempo.
No, I would like the music. Like if I was in a lounge right now, I would love to hear it. To be honest with you.
Well, you kind of are. I mean, this is a virtual
I'm sure.
lounge
I need to change this
experience.
picture though, because if it's not doing it for you, I mean, like, I'll find something better.
No, it's really not. Do you have any other daddies to choose from?
Well, the only one I have
This is
readily
your taste in
available
daddies. I'm not
is this
worried.
one, and which I don't know if you know
Wow,
this guy,
that's
but
quite a gay daddy. Yeah, do you have a swipe? Which direction do you swipe when it's a no?
How about this one?
Oh,
I know it's a
he
little
has
niche, but
potential, except he looks like an actual daddy, um, and that looks like an actual wife and mother. So that would put him out of the
I
running
mean that
right
ain't
there.
stopping you.
This
I
is
know
the
that.
close. Your taste is getting better.
Well, it's not my taste, okay. So
Well, your taste in offer is in my taste is
my,
getting
my
better.
my taste in offerings.
Yeah,
Nice. Well,
that's all.
at least I
These
got
3 days.
a skill here. Maybe I can be like
Well,
a.
he's the best of the
So,
3.
so you asked me a question
What
about
does pride mean
pride.
after acceptance?
So you're talking specifically about gay pride, right?
Just that you can take the question. It's a prompt. You can take it however you want. It's just meant to spur thought and conversation.
Okay. Okay. So ask me the question one more time because I really want to answer it good.
All right. In fact, I'm going to ask it and then I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. And so you'll have a little bit of time to cogitate on it. It is, what does pride mean after acceptance? There you go.
All right.
Pretend there's a Jeopardy clock in the background and I'll be right back.
Yeah. Will you be able to hear me if I answer?
No. Well, save the
I'll wait till
juicy
you get back.
stuff for like 20 seconds in and I'll hear
Yeah.
it.
I'll wait till you get back.
All right. But in the meantime, say something interesting for the audience. All right. I'll be back.
Yeah. So I got to get the people entertained. I wonder who's watching this. That's what I want to know. I hope somebody is watching this because these usually turn into pretty interesting conversations.
I didn't hear anything. Is that your best material? Are you really worth saving it for me? Or your signal? Bet it's signal. But he's all dressed for pride. He's more dressed than I am. Hello down there. Okay, well, in the meantime, we can continue with. I wish he'd get a signal he can be proud of, take pride in. I'd be embarrassed to come up with some of this technology that y'all do, but we're glad to have you. However you get here, we're glad to have you. Keep doing it.
Yep. Well, I sent the link out, so I'm not sure if anybody is going to be here now.
Oh, are you restreaming me?
No, because I'm on the app and I would like to
Oh,
restream, but
okay.
I
You're
don't.
trying to rustle up an audience, though. I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get an audience in here. Because I always like coming on here. Whenever I do, we always have an interesting conversation. But
Yeah, I have a good time with you. So
okay, so pride, after acceptance, what's the use in pride?
well, what does it mean? What does pride mean at that point?
Well, what does pride even mean to begin with? Like, is it just kind of like being comfortable with yourself?
Yeah, well, I talked about that a little at the beginning, but originally in my day, it was because there were a lot of people, like most people, were seeing it as a bad thing. And it was us we did not see it as a bad thing. We saw it as a natural thing, as a good thing, as a healthy thing. And so that was kind of where the pride started for us, was seeing it as something positive in the face of all the negative framing that it was getting from everybody else. But I don't think that's a need anymore. Like, no gay person really has to fight that battle every day anymore. So
Well,
we
I think
can
that's
still
why
see it as a good thing, but I don't need a parade about it to do that anymore. I see a lot of things about myself as good that I don't need a parade for.
Well, it's like I'll never promote homosexuality, but I'll say that like
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that like
Um,
it's interesting because like a lot of gay people do have good traits. You know what I mean? And
Thank
it's
you.
interesting because I've lived in the San Francisco area a long time, and I've talked to a lot of gay people. And the older generation, they did have a level of pride in who they were, because they were just people, right? And all people have some sort of pride.
Yeah,
And
but they were treated as outcasts.
well, but it was very different because first of all, most of them were white, and a lot of them were obviously, and all of them were men. And somewhere along the way, the white and the man part became like evil, and that's why it's moved past gays,
I
and they
can tell
let
you
gays.
exactly where along the way. It was the Obergefell ruling. Once gay marriage became, or once we got marriage equality, we became assimilated to the mainstream at that point, and we became part of the patriarchy, part of the man problem. Before that, we were oppressed victims that couldn't marry, and after we could marry, then we were part of the male upper class.
Isn't that kind of the thing though? Like when you become, like, it's kind of like this. Like it's like I'm a Christian, right? And if Christianity ever became accepted, I would start questioning Christianity, right? Because Christianity is not meant to be accepted by everyone, because people are fallen, right? And Christianity is something that tries to get you to improve yourself, right? And I feel that way about any group, where it's like if you want to be accepted and have no conflict, where's that really going to lead to? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the problem with the whole woke thing, is like they're looking for something that's impossible, which is no conflict and no struggle and no pain and no suffering. And that's a ridiculous thing to seek. You know what I mean? And I don't think
it's ridiculous because we're humans. We have a human nature, and they just like factor that out from the beginning and wave it away. So yeah, their world is beautiful and perfect, and who would want to live there if you weren't human, if you didn't have human nature?
Well, let me tell you this. Let me ask you about this, because I'm not ignoring what you're saying, but I want to give you an example of how this works, right? The new version of gay that's acceptable is a gay trans guy who becomes a woman and is still gay. So that's the new.
Okay, wait, hang on. I need to do math on that one. Tell it to me again.
Okay, so the new version of gay that is now acceptable, especially if you're white, is a white man who becomes a trans woman, and
wait,
still
how?
has
Okay,
sex.
so they transition, so it's male to female at that point. Okay,
right, but they still have sex with other men or other trans females, right? So that's the new version. If you want to be gay and white,
is it genital? Was it called genital preference, genital discrimination, or something? Where if you're not attracted to a trans person, you're a transphobic bigot. So if like a gay man is not attracted to a trans, what is it? A trans man, which is a woman, a female, crossing over to male, so they still have the vagina. If a gay man is not attracted to that person, they're transphobic and is bigotry. So you have to be attracted to all the possibilities to be the new norm.
Yeah, and the white person, regardless of their gender or whatever, is the canary in the coal mine. So before, they would browbeat men about this, like, if you won't date a trans woman, you're blah 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 blah. Now they're even extending it out to black men or Asian men or anybody.
Oh, they were doing that in my day. Like, if you didn't date black men, you were racist.
Right?
Or are you only attracted to white men? Are you not attracted to black men?
Yeah.
Does that make you racist?
They're now saying this to Asian. So, like, I'm a big proponent of white men and Asian women, or even gay
passport
men.
Bros.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily that. I mean, although that's probably not the worst idea, but just in general terms, like, I'm not anti race mixing or anything at all, but I think it should be by choice. And I think that it should be.
It is mostly. I just assume it is, at least.
Roughly, I also think it should be roughly eugenic, meaning like it should improve both parties situation in some sense, right? But
Well,
you know, not
are you
necessarily.
are you globalist, fascist globalist?
I mean, I might be a fascist, but I don't think I'm a
Global
globalist.
homo.
Unless I'm in charge of the globalist agenda, which I'm not. But you know, if I
Would
were
you
in charge,
mind if like the whole world is like Christian, multicultural,
No,
Orthodox
he just
thing?
said that would make him nervous.
well, ask me again now. Orthodox, multicultural.
The whole planet would be Orthodox, multicultural, everybody fucking each other. There'll be probably still be gays, but they'll be in the priesthood.
What
Well,
the hell are you talking about?
What does that have
What-
to do with Orthodox? I don't know what that has to do with Orthodox.
Yeah, that vision was of your own making.
You think the
But this is the Orthodox utopia I envision myself in. If I was an Orthodox, I would have gays because I have beard. Look at me. I have
You
a
do.
beard
You-
and hair like an Orthodox,
Little
but I'm
beard,
libtarded.
So you're liberal.
Yeah, you are libtarded.
So I mean, how is liberal? How is being a liberal not a fascist and a globalist?
What? What?
How is being a liberal not a fascist or a globalist?
Are you saying that liberals are fascists
saying
in
you're-
disguise?
Absolutely.
He said, "I know you are. What am I?"
Bit fascist.
He's
Yeah, I
saying
guess.
you're the fascist globalist, not him.
So we're all fascists here, guys.
Apparently, I'm
do you-
a totalitarian daddy.
Do you?
Something.
Yeah, that's right. Do you deny that you're a? Do you deny the liberal, fascistic, globalist bit?
Well, if the whole planet was run by the LGBTs, I think it would be better. So the LGBTs need to take over the planet.
What would be better
Why?
about what would be better? I will tell you this. I will say this. If you had the choice of living in a country that had pride celebrations and one that did not, regardless of your feelings about homosexuality, you would probably want the country that allowed pride celebrations.
That's right.
So at
That's
this
high.
point, they've
It
almost
depends-
become an index to freedom and democracy,
But see,
civilization.
the thing is like
What's the
the
value?
pride parades that parades that you came from, and the pride parades that are today that are like the Folsom Street Fair. You know, I don't know.
Well,
Like-
the pride parades at your local town. Well, you're in San Francisco, but if you're not anywhere, if you're not where Neurojack is, and if you're anywhere else, they shouldn't be like Folsom Street Fair. That's why people go to San Francisco for those particular events, because they're a
So you're-
type that
so you're
people are
against,
consenting to kink at pride. Yes.
So there.
I'm not against tasteful kink at Pride. I'm against the kink activity at Pride that should be consensual and in the private and bedroom and not
So
everybody else
you're.
participating.
So the Folsom Street parade, the Folsom Street stuff is a little bit too much for you.
Dory Alley was a little bit. I was at Dory Alley in the 1998. I was involved in it a little bit. I helped. So the people I was staying with were helping. They were part of the people that helped. I don't know. They were involved somehow. So all the Dory Alley people were at the place partying, and they were having a barbecue and coming in and out all day and doing all kind of gay, trashy, kinky stuff. In fact, some of it was so extreme that they were asked to leave by the owner. Like, that's how extreme it is when you get kicked out of a kink party because your
Yeah.
stuff is so nasty, other people don't even want to be around it and look at it. So
Yeah, see,
I've
that's
had
my
my
thing
taste
is
of
like,
Dory
and-
Alley.
and
What
the
was
only
in
reason-
it? Naked people parading?
That's the least. I wish it was only naked people parading, but
You were-
yes, it was very much naked people parading.
Yeah,
you
it's,
could
it's
see that.
not.
in New
It's not
Orleans.
naked people parading. It's more. It's far more than that.
They have them on. They have videos online. You can see, and so Dory Alley is like a local
Yeah,
community version of Folsom Street, and Folsom's the more national, international, touristy version that everybody
Yeah.
comes
Well, I only
from
know
everywhere.
about Folsom Street because I used to work really close by, and so I used to drive past it every year. And they try to block it off so you can't see, but like you can definitely see what's going on, and it's
Oh yeah,
pretty bad.
well,
It's
yeah.
pretty bad. it's about
But that whole
it's about
neighborhood, or
as
at
bad
least
as
at
you can
one
get
time,
without like murdering somebody. Yeah.
when I was living there, that whole
Say that again.
neighborhood was the Cake neighborhood. So, like, if you were even in that neighborhood at all, you knew what
Well,
to expect.
when I was working there, it was also like the drug alley, so like everybody was on drugs all the way up and down. But
Yeah,
so
it
I
was
don't know.
that too. The Cake neighborhoods and the drug alleys were almost always the same places.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
cities.
Yeah.
The
See, that's the weird
rejects.
part about it is like, being gay is one thing, but then being gay and doing a bunch of drugs, it's a whole nother thing. Like, and I think people don't realize like it's a whole nother thing
Like you have the
that
gays
goes on.
and the drug gays.
Yeah, like because because it's not even about being gay at that point, right? It's about being a whole nother
Some of that's well,
thing,
you have
yeah.
different types of drugs because some of it is club culture, and so you have the more club drugs, and then some of
Right.
it is street culture, and you have the street drugs.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, like I used to work in the Folsom area for about a year and a half, 2 years, but I worked
What
close by
years?
there for
What
many
time
years.
period?
I don't know, like 8 years ago or 10 years
Oh,
ago
okay, so
or
more
5
recent.
years. I don't know. It's I've been in and out of that area. I haven't been back since COVID, and
Because it
I don't
really
want to go back
changed. It's
because
more
it's just gotten worse.
gentrified than it
Well,
was.
it's gentrified in a sense, but it's also much worse in a sense. So it's kind of weird because, yeah, it's hard to explain. Like it's very weird. Like the gentrification and the ghettoification has happened simultaneously. So it's pretty strange. Yeah. I don't know. Like the mission is
What
weird
does
because like I used to work in
gentrification
the
mean?
mission.
It's like
I mean, I don't know
separation of
I don't
races.
know.
It's when the fancy white people come in and clean everything up and make it look nice and bring in Whole Foods and businesses that nobody can afford. And everybody else moves out.
I mean, honestly, like I'm a fan of that relative to what's been happening because like San Francisco neighborhoods have not really been what they were for at least 10 years, but really more like 15. Like, like I don't like gentrification either, but at the same time, like a lot of these like ethnic neighborhoods were like really shitty, like really, really shitty, So I don't know. Like it's like
But you could have gentrification in any country. It's just rich people doing stuff.
Yeah, like any neighbor, it usually happens at
well-
a very local level.
Well,
It
Sean,
happens
so you said that
neighborhood.
you're liberal. Why do you hate white people and you're white?
I have a love
Don't
hate
let it be
relationship
framed
with
that
being
way.
white because I recognize that we did a lot of crime, but we're better now. We're woker now.
Wait, what
I
are you talking
mean,
about? Everybody
did a
does
lot
crime.
of
Crime is
everybody
an
does.
individual
Everybody's done
thing.
bad things in history.
Yeah, but the whites have influenced the world more, and a lot of it was.
Yeah, we brought
done
them. We
more-
brought them
It all
rights.
depends
We
on how
brought
you
them.
interpret it.
We brought them rights. We brought them like technology. We brought them language. We brought them.
And there were, I'm sure there were other colors involved in all of that. That it's not some
Exactly.
exclusive
Like you're kind of
property.
Yeah,
taking
but I'm not like I don't
kinda
think that
taking their
I'm not saying that we
volition away.
shouldn't. I agree with what we have the great things we've done, but we have to also recognize the bad things we've done. And there's a museum in America
Hold on. Do they recognize
that
the
are
bad
getting
things?
rid
Hold
of
on.
slavery.
Do they recognize the bad things that they've done, or do they don't give a fuck? Which one is it?
I don't know because they probably have history.
So
They
we're
probably
all the
do
same.
teach history.
So
I'm
you're
just
the
listening to yourself
wait,
miserable.
hold on. So you're exactly the same as a guy from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. You and him are blank slate. You guys are exactly the same. You should be held to the exact same standards. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that every country teaches their history, and they also criticize probably their own kind as well. They probably teach the people in
Probably.
Africa.
No, they don't. What? Go show me another culture that's self-critical. I'll wait.
In Africa, they probably teach how they were in the Stone Age and they didn't have language, writing, and then the whites came in and brought them writing and slavery, and they teach both. They don't teach the negatives only. They teach both.
We learned about slavery growing up. They teach that. It's not like we don't.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying that I
think,
heard
like the U.S. is trying to pretend like slavery never happened, and we don't want kids to.
And who
know
ended
about
slavery? Who ended slavery?
Nobody's
the whites. But I'm just saying that there's a museum. I heard they're trying to reduce the education of slavery in the museum.
How much do we need to know about it and look at it all day long? Like we learned it in school, and to me that's enough.
Do you realize that the Jews wrote your history books, Sean? Do you realize that the Jews wrote your history book?
I'm skeptical about that. I heard conspiracy theories about that, but I doubt it. I heard that the father of what's her name? Epstein's girlfriend's father was something.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Jews were big slave traders too. The Jews are not innocent either.
Everybody was slave traders.
Well, I have some bad news for you. You're not allowed to say that. I mean, isn't that weird that you can say all these bad things? Wait, hold on. Isn't it weird you can say all these bad things about whites, but not the Jews? You don't find that a little odd?
Dude, the Jews have been hated on since they started their religion. Islam and Christianity hated the Jews since the beginning of the religion. So what are you on about?
Well, I mean, if Mr. Epstein's any indication, I mean, I can't imagine why.
At the beginning of their religions.
If Epstein's any indication, I can't imagine why that might be.
How did we end up in the Epstein rabbit hole? We were talking about something so interesting for a while.
Well, I'm just saying he's a self-hating white.
Oh, yeah, the Folsom thing.
I'm not a self-hating whitey. I'm a realist. I'm not a delusional guy who thinks that orthodoxy and the right race should take over everything and like kick out all the illegal immigrants, kick out all the
Who thinks that?
Christian nationalism is a fuck. Andrew.
How does your civic nationalism work without the value of a citizenship that actually means a damn thing? If you want to cheapen the meaning,
that's why I'm trying to make the whole world liberal and gay. If the whole world was woke ass, it'd be better than everybody would be like Christian religious bullshit.
Really? Then why has the world gotten shittier as the world's gotten more liberal and gayer? It doesn't make any sense.
Do you mean queer? Because you can have queer straight people.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I'm a queer.
What are you on about? The gays have brought in so much to our culture. They brought in religion. Well, no. A lot of them influence religion, arts, what else? Politics. The gays are great. Their IQs are probably higher than the average.
Jew and the Jew. You could say that about all of those groups.
Well, sure. I understand that you think that sodomy makes you an enlightened person, and maybe you're right, but still it doesn't mean that there's no side effects.
I've never made that claim.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying Sean is making the claim. Okay. So, yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I know that St. Paul said that sodomy was a sin, worse than other sins, and that's what we led. Yeah, St. Paul was probably self-hating.
Why are you so triggered? Because Paul's your daddy. I mean, what are you so triggered?
My father's called Paul, and I come from a Catholic family.
I know. Exactly.
Crazy fascist Catholic family. So I researched it.
I'm no fan of the Catholics because I'm a white man. But again, like your problem with the Catholics and then trying to put that on
Nero, if you didn't tell people, they would never know. You could pull off non-white easily. You could.
Nero, I bet you're black. Nero, you're black liberal, faking it.
You know it, blood.
Black liberal. You know what's up?
Yeah, with.
Pop me, shit.
Put it here, Papa.
Type shit. Come on, man.
That's right. That's right. You gotta put in a south.
How about white?
Shit. You meet me outside the Popeyes and we get the combo meal and
wow, you
is that better?
Better than I do.
Hey, that's what you want. That's what you want, Sean. That's what you want for Ireland. That's what you want for Ireland.
Gay and black. Turn Ireland gay and black.
Yeah. Turn the land of Ireland into the gay and black son of a bitch place. That's what you want, right?
Well, okay. Let's say hypothetically the liberal agenda wins, the lefties win, and like the whole planet becomes liberal, multicultural, vegan. gay,
Or
queer.
Vegan. What the hell?
Hang on, how does this
You got to
happen?
throw
though,
the
by
vegan in
force?
there.
Well, this is the liberal
Why
agenda.
you
This is
gotta
the
throw the
woke
vegan in there?
agenda. The
No, but how
conservatives
do
are
you
fighting back.
implement it? Like, how does the world suddenly all become vegan? I'm interested in the mechanism.
Education and science.
Well, how does science make people
Totalitarian
vegan? That doesn't
fascism.
sound like science. It
Totalitarian.
sounds
So
like
you just
So-
have to educate people on why the side effects of veganism is good for the
Okay,
environment.
so wait, hold on.
What if
So
they
you're
say
gonna
no?
wait. So hold on. Are you gonna go to the Congo and Saudi Arabia and
Put that
China
line down.
and Russia and tell these people to their face, I need you to become gay, trans, vegan, whatever the fuck.
I think
And
Matt
you're
Walsh
telling me
tried
that you're
that.
gonna convince them. You're gonna convince them with your words to do that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what the Christians did, and they
Like
fucked it
Jack
up with
Calcutta.
the Christians tried it in Japan. They got fucked, and
Well,
China they
so
did a
let me
civil
guess.
war with a delusional guy
So-
that killed millions of people.
Yeah, and
Not
guess
Jack
what?
Calcutta.
He was gay and trans, and look how that worked out for him.
Who was? What
Mao
delusional guy?
Zedong.
Who?
No, there was a guy before Mao Zedong that was a Christian. He thought he was the son of
I
Jesus,
didn't know he was
and it
gay
started a
trans.
huge civil war that killed loads of people. And that was before World War I in China.
Look, I understand you're mad because God is your daddy. That's all it is. You're just upset because God's your daddy.
That's right.
No, I'm serious. Like you hate your father, you hate God, and you hate yourself. I've learned this about people like you.
Self-hating. The Christians love to hate themselves. It's the Catholic guilt
Because
thing.
the self is
Well,
what?
well, the
Evil,
Catholic Church is not.
unnatural,
I
original
got bad news for you,
sin,
buddy.
like
The Catholic
fallen
Church is
nature.
not. The Catholic
Hey,
Church
bro.
is not Christianity, buddy. Okay.
Yeah.
It is Christian. It is Christian.
I mean, it is Christian, but it's not the Christian church. You know.
Well, every Christian church thinks that. They all think they're the one true
I
Christian
know
church.
exactly. That's my point. But
But
that's my
rest of us,
point though. It's like
the
he's
ones that are studying
conflating.
all this, put it
He's
all together
conflating
and
like a
call it
heretic.
Christianity.
He's conflating a heretic religion with like all of Christianity and saying, oh look, the Catholics did this one thing one time, therefore the Christianity is a bad thing.
What
I mean,
is
it's
your
ridiculous.
denomination? Protestant? What?
I mean, I'm just a Christian. I don't really put a label
But
on it. I mean,
there's not just a Christian. There's like specific flavors and brands and stuff.
I
Do
mean,
you go to a church?
not right now.
Oh,
Wait, no. So you're not a Catholic though. So you must be Ortho. Ortho,
I
bro.
mean, I think
Ortho.
some of the Orthodox has it right, but there's a lot of bad Orthodox that are crypto Catholics, in my opinion. But so I don't agree with them. But I think
don't you think
Orthodox
Christianity
I
is
think the
kind of gay?
theology is the.
I mean, Jesus
I
is
don't.
kind of gay.
I keep
Saint
saying we
Paul.
need a manly Jesus.
I mean, I think Jesus
can
was
reboot.
was a beast. I think you guys are just like, misconstruing things because it's convenient for
Wait,
you
what
to
am I
lie about
misconstruing?
Jesus. Not you. I'm saying like
Oh.
Sean is like saying Jesus is gay. I mean, I know where this is coming from. All these guys at Rice University are promoting this, like
What?
Gnostic nonsense about Jesus being gay. I've seen it. I mean, I know what's going on.
Wait, I don't know about this Jesus is gay thing from Rice University.
Yeah,
Who are these people?
it's this guy. I'll send you the thing. There's a guy named Jonathan
Okay.
B.I. I'm sure there's no coincidence there, and he's interviewing some like professor from Rice University, and he's saying Jesus is
Lol.
gay, and that
That's right.
And
Catholicism is
what
a
are they
gay cult. and all
going
this
off
stuff.
of? What archaeological evidence?
It's not. It's off of like some Gnostic like pseudo Buddhism bullshit that they just made up one day off the top of their head, and then they say, "Well, I'm a professor of theology, so you have to believe what I'm telling you right now." It's like they just literally made
That's not
shit
how
up.
our scholarship works. Welcome, Leggy.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
Hey, I don't have a lot of time, but so we caught a huge wolf fish in the trap today, and I'm gonna post the video and I'm gonna tag
my
you in
God.
it so you can watch it.
Oh yeah,
See,
okay.
you can see how nasty a
Is it a
wolf
gay
fish
fish?
is in real life.
What's it called? A
Is
warp
it a gay
fish?
fish?
A wolf fish. What we
Wolf,
were
like
looking
the
up the other
dog.
day, the wolf fish.
Oh yeah, the wolf fit. You caught one?
Yeah, we had a huge
Oh,
one in the trap
wow.
today. Yeah, I'm gonna upload the
Okay.
video and tag you in it. So be watching
Okay.
for it. And then you have full permission to play it whenever if you
All
want.
right. Oh, I
Okay?
definitely will. We are
Okay.
seeing the wolffish.
I'm gonna upload the video in its entirety. It's gonna go black for a second because I had to put the phone down in order to try to get the fucking thing out. But
Okay.
So, Sean, why are you triggered by Christianity? Why are you saying all this stuff about it's
Because
gay? And again,
Christianity is
even if it
gay.
was gay, what would be wrong with it? You just said that you want the world to be gay. Now you're saying that it's a shame that Christianity is gay. So what's I don't understand.
Well, no, I think Christianity is just contradictory. It's anti-gay, and then it says love everybody, and it's a lot of contradiction in it. So it's not
But you just said it's gay,
right.
so isn't it doing a good to the world if that's the case?
I think it has done. Christianity has probably done.
Now you're doing a contradiction because you're saying
If the whole
gay is
world was
good.
atheist since the
Hold on,
beginning, I don't think we'd be
hold
in this
on.
scenario.
Wait. You said gay is good. Then you said Christianity is gay, and then you said Christianity is bad. So you're the
No,
one
I
that's
was
being
just saying
contradictory.
gay as in a joking way, as sarcastic.
Well,
Sassy gays.
I mean, maybe that says more about you than you think.
Anyway, so I need to say something intelligent here.
Okay.
So the
For once in your
Christians,
life.
right? They didn't like the gays probably because they evolved from alpha males that
What?
didn't like
Wait,
the
we
gays.
evolved from alpha males?
Yeah, so the
I don't even know
religious
this
people,
yet.
isn't there any pro-gay religions out there? Look it up.
There's plenty of them.
There
There's
must
like
be
entire
pro.
rainbow churches with drag queen preachers.
But what about like other religions? Like, is there any other religions that are pro-gay? Like the Buddhists, are they pro-gay?
Is there any religion
Yeah,
that's
I don't think
allowed the
Buddhists
gays to
care about
exist?
anything.
Hold on.
They like
Is
fuck reality.
there any religion that's allowed gays
Only
to
religion
exist
anyway.
more than the Christians? I mean, you want to get down to it, like
Is Islam? I don't think it's pro gay. I don't know.
No, it's worse than
well,
Christianity. Bro.
see this is the thing is
Oh.
again, what do you mean by pro? See, this is the thing is what like
And
is there ever
probably
a
Well, like,
some
it doesn't want to
native
kill
and
you.
indigenous religions have different gender roles for like more than just two gender roles. So that could be like two-spirit.
Yeah, I heard the Jews had like 7 genders or something in their
yeah, so that's why you
Torah.
love the
Jew-
Jew. That's why you love the Jews,
Well, it
right?
seems
Because
like they do a better. Why would we have more genders if
See,
they're
here's
running
what's
the world?
interesting is the Jews
Maybe
love
do a
when other
better
people
job.
are gay, but the Jews don't love gays within their community. That's the funny part.
What are you talking about? There's loads of gays in Israel. There's probably a higher percentage of gays in
They have
Israel
Israel
than
pride.
Yeah,
They have pride there.
the atheist Jews.
Israeli guys are hot
Israel,
too.
Israel is an atheistic Jewish country, not a religious Jewish country.
Yeah, but there's loads of religious people there, and
Yeah, they
Orthodox.
exist within it, but they're not. They're
And
not
here
running the
too, and in
show.
Ireland.
I mean, unless you want to say that like the extreme ethno-nationalist, which you seem to not like. I mean, why are you promoting ethno-nationalism for the Jews and not for whites? That seems very
No,
contradictory
I'm
of you.
against the Jews. I don't like what they're doing.
Hang on though. Where would the whites have an ethnic? First of all, who's white? Second of all, where would
Yeah, I
they
don't like
have
the
this
term white
ethno
either, but
state?
I'm just speaking colloquially. It's like, white nationalism bad and
Is that
Jewish
why they think
nationalism good.
they wanted Greenland?
No, I'm not.
Where's
I'm
the
not
nation?
pro Jewish nationalism.
But
I'm
say
just
the world
against
agrees with
crazy
you and says you're
religions.
right, Nero Jack. Y'all do deserve your ethno state. Where would it go?
A gay ethno state.
No, a white one.
I don't think it's ever going to happen, honestly. So
I don't either. That's why I don't take this
gonna-
kind of talk seriously. I think people.
But my point is that
advocate
he's
for it are not
saying
being
that
realistic.
Israel has a lot of gays, therefore good. Then he's like, oh, well, actually, I don't like the Jews. So like, I don't understand. So
Oh yeah, that is explain yourself.
that's a
That
contradiction.
is a contradiction, Sean.
No, I like them and hate them at the same time. It's very popular in the human brain. I like some of their opinions, and I don't like some of the other opinions. Do you know what I mean? That's being woke.
I mean, I have a hard time believing anything you're saying because like you just seem to contradict.
I think we should have
yourself
a
so
pride
much.
for each one of the sins. We should have 7 months of pride.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry.
Can we
What
have
did I
a
just
can
do?
Can we have
Hang
pride
on,
for
let me-
retardation though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
autism pride. Yes, we should I think we need that way more than gay pride.
Yeah, we should have
Neurodivergent
dumbass pride.
That
So
is
being a
still
dumbass
a
pride
very
is like
misunderstood.
it's probably the Republican Party right now. MAGA is
overlooked
probably their dumbass pride parade. Anyway, so
I mean,
MAGA pride. I would go to MAGA pride. The problem with MAGA is it means 100 different things at this point. So there's not it's not one unified narrative anymore.
what did you study in college, Sean? You're very clearly a
I
very
studied
educated
horticulture, plants, gay plants and stuff.
person. Horticulture.
Gay plant science.
So why did you study that?
Because I was special needs, autistic, and I was bullied as a kid, so I went to special school for horticulture.
And the plants were the only ones that would understand him.
But why are you so politically interested if your expertise is horticulture? Like maybe you should stick to the plants.
Stick to the plants.
Why are you interested? What did you
Kinda
study?
does, 'cause he's an environmental nut.
Environmental nut.
Yeah, like save the plants and the animals.
Oh, so he's an
'Cause
anti-natalist.
humans are the problem that
right,
plants
right.
need to be saved from.
So you're an anti-natalist. You probably listen to the guys from Rice University and say that like kill off all the humans, especially the Christians and white people, and yeah, I guess.
No, we just want
And be
to
vegan.
send you to eco-friendly re-education camp. I'm joking. We're trying to
No,
educate you.
You're not. You're actually not joking at all. I know.
Joking. But you want to send us all. If the Christians, if the fascists were in power, what would you do?
Why are you asking him? I'm the fascist.
If you were in power and you were Jack, what would you do to me?
Well, I mean, I don't know you very well, but
Well, give us your best dungeon fantasy.
Probably go make sure that you get your 120 hours a week of work out in like the Cambodian fields with Pol Pot, something like that.
Slave labor. I didn't see that one coming. Same thing.
I mean, what do you mean slave labor? He wants to help the earth, so I just want to make sure that he extends himself as much as possible to help the earth.
I don't like Pol Pot.
Reasonable.
Pol Pot was a crazy communist. He's fucktard.
Right, but he was an environmentalist, and you love environmentalism, so that's why I want to help you.
Yeah, but you don't have to go crazy. He was a dictator. He was a dictator.
That's the problem. Is like you wanna have your cake and eat it too. Well, I'll just make sure that you just eat the cake and.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fascist twats in the South America. There, dictators in South America. Trump might be becoming one. JD Vance might be becoming dictator.
Look, you want to help the earth or you want to cry about it. You know, you can't have it both ways. You know.
I mean, on Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, like Peter Thiel's gay and he's fascist. He's like crazy neo-Nazi fucktard, and he probably wants to take over the planet, turn everybody white and gay.
Right. Yeah. Maybe.
Wait, I thought it was
Elon
black and gay. Irish, black, and gay.
No, Elon Musk wants to go to Mars with all his kids and colonize that place with his incest white kids in Mars.
I mean,
and then
where I need a source for this, and he
why do you
wants
have
to
a
make
problem?
Mars
Well, why
gay.
do you have a
like,
problem with
turn the
that?
planet gay? Why?
Like who? Like I don't want to go to fucking Mars. Let him go. I don't want to go.
Yeah, but he
Unless
also
it's all
wants
the
to
dead
turn
end.
like Europe. He wants to make Europe whiter. And
Why wouldn't you want
What,
Europe to
Sean,
be
I need
whiter?
a source.
Why do you
Where
want
are you getting this from? Because I guarantee it's
Why
not.
do you
this is the
want Europe?
telephone
Why do
game.
you want Europe to be browner? Well, why would you want that? Well, like what possible benefit?
because the world is warming, the climate changing is heating up the place, so we need to get blacker for the melanin.
Oh my god!
All
All
about
right,
the
you're not
melanin.
even a serious person.
No, I'm joking, mate. Climate change is gonna make the world hotter, so we're all gonna get tan. No, we're not gonna
What
get
does that
tanner.
have to
We're
do?
just gonna
What
get
does that have to do
redder.
with? What does that have to do with making Europe browner? It doesn't make any sense. White people can survive anywhere.
I don't mind the race. Okay, I just don't like the culture, the religion. Okay, so if the Muslims
So what do
and
you
the
want to be a
fucking
pagan? So you want to be a pagan or atheist? I mean, there's nothing more Jewy than that, but okay.
I don't like the pagans. I don't like any superstition. And
I mean,
You're a Christian.
atheism is the
Most people on the
atheism
planet,
is the
though.
ultimate
It's a very anti-human
superstition.
worldview that you have there.
no, it's a realist worldview. It's realizing how
Atheism is
crazy we
Hating
are.
all religious people, which is the majority of the planet.
Atheism is the ultimate
Hate
superstition.
is a
though.
hard word to say. I should just say disagree with. But like, you know, the Christian fascists or whatever, the religious people, they would kill me if I was in a Muslim country talking like this. I'll be decapitated.
Okay, but
Or
that's
if I
not
was
all
in Iran,
religious
I'd be-
people.
Well, maybe you should, but here's the thing: is maybe you should be. I mean, who are you to say whether you're not whether you should or shouldn't be? You're a problem for the earth, so maybe they're doing the earth a favor. You know what I mean?
No, you need to have more crazy woke tards out there, mad scientists everywhere.
Right.
Well, you just complained about Elon. What do you want to do in Mars?
Yeah, but Elon is like 50% cray. He needs to be 100% woke.
Well, how? Oh, he's not mad enough of a scientist.
No, he needs to like stop bullshitting it, scamming us about going to Mars and start spending most of his money on saving climate change shit. He's doing it with the electric cars, but he needs to spend more on environmental crap and stop spreading right-wing bullshit on Twitter about like how.
I don't know if you know this, but Elon Musk is his own person. He can decide all of this for himself.
Yeah, but he's a dumbass. I'm just criticizing his dumbassery.
This is just your opinion.
Yeah. Well, I guess he disagreed with Trump and the Epstein crap. So he was like, I'm not getting free money from you. I'm going to release the Epstein files. Because he's in the Epstein files himself, the fucktard.
Who?
Elon.
And the stuff that's already been released about the the party, like, oh, get me tickets to that party. That's the only thing I heard about Elon at all.
Yeah, well, Elon is he's bullshit. Like, he's a bit crazy. He wanted to be in the island, and he was rejected by Epstein because he's not cool enough or whatever. I don't know.
Why is that news? How is that news? What's news about
Well,
that?
it's funny how like he's so desperate to be cool, and he's so weird because he's autistic.
How do you know?
Like,
How do you know all of this about him?
He's special
But he's
needs, man. He's a
I'm sure
billionaire of
he's
special
pretty
needs.
cool. He's the richest guy in the world, and he's doing all this technological stuff. That's pretty cool.
He is, but he's also doing a lot of stupid shit, especially on Twitter.
In your opinion,
Yeah, that's all we have, our
and he
opinions.
probably thinks you're talking stupid shit here on YouTube, like the rest of us do.
Yeah, what is he gonna do about it? Is he gonna like kill me with his laser
Nobody said anything.
satellite?
You didn't say anything about killing him, and I doubt he's even thinking about you. So I don't know.
He's gonna zap me. He's gonna zap me with his satellites. Oh, where did Neurojack go? I wanted to fight with him
You
more.
ran him off. I don't know. He has his connection. He's one of those people with crappy connections that somehow manages to maintain a.
Is he in the middle of
presence.
nowhere? In the middle of nowhere in a trailer, waiting for the end of the world?
I think he's in San Francisco, actually, waiting for the end of the world. And
How
apparently
is
it's
there no
already happening.
internet in San Francisco? It's like 5G everywhere, destroying our brains.
Ketamine used to be a gay club drug, and I encountered it at the gay bars, and people would. It did look boring. They had these things called K-holes, and they would just sit there, and people would be like, "Oh, leave him alone, girl. He's in a K-hole right now." It wasn't, to me, it wasn't a social drug, so I didn't understand why they were doing it at bars, which were social places. It's a drug you would stay home and do in your bedroom. Who's emo? Oh, Elon.
Yeah, the emos are pretty cool. They look cool. But yeah, so that's the planet, crazy planet we're in. But we need to have pride in the human race. I don't have as much pride now as
I
being
do.
a human.
Well, why? Look around at all the things humans have accomplished. What I don't see how
Yeah,
people
we've done a lot of
cannot.
damage too, though, and the damage is gonna bite back at us environmentally.
Well, then I guess it's just where you place the emphasis. Are you more of a optimist or a pessimist?
I'm more a pessimist.
Because I can focus my eye on all the amazing stuff we accomplished. That's what catches my eye the most. And yours is all the damage that we've done, and you're somehow able to not have the other stuff recede to the background.
Yeah, I mean, if Patagonia guy, the
Cynical.
transgender guy who's about saving the environment, I like him. He's pretty good. He
Patagonia.
should, yeah, the Patagonia fella. He's pretty good. He should talk to Trump and say, "Stop that now."
You think Trump's going to listen to a drag queen that comes to the White House and says, "Trump, girl,
Well, he's losing all his power now. Trump is losing all his power now, so
What
he's got
power
to
is he
join.
losing?
He's got to change his ways. He's got to transition into a
hang
woke card.
Hang on. I'm just here just for the first time. What power is he losing? I didn't see that in the news at all.
He's losing his polls, the popularity among the people.
I don't pay attention. That polls are not actually taking power from him.
Trump needs to.
Opinions.
Yeah, but Trump needs to transition into a woke tard, and then that'll be a great story.
Just for the story value.
It'll be epic in the end.
Like totally, dude.
That's like my opinion, man.
That's all most of this is. I try to like help get a little bit of truth, find the way to a little bit of truth in there when I can, but most of it's pretty much opinion.
Yeah, so humans have been doing this like fighting shit like since forever. And I don't think we'll ever have peace on Earth forever because, it's like physically impossible.
No, all humans are not going to all want the same thing. And the minute you have two of us wanting different things, there's potential for conflict.
That's right. So that's why human race has to evolve into becoming a solitary species. We're all be by ourselves with our phones.
Gay and solitary.
Yeah, we're all be gay and solitary by ourselves in the space. And then we'll have like AI probed in Earth, and then we'll go to space and colonize space. And that's the future.
Sounds fabulous, girl.
That's right. And yeah, that's the future. So the Pope should become gay. I mean, you can imagine loads of things. So if there was a gay dictator that took over the world, evil gay guy that took over the world and put like chemicals in the water that made us all gay, would that actually make the world a better place?
If we were all gay, I don't think gay adds any kind of moral value. I think it's morally neutral.
Yeah, but why do people hate the gays forever then?
There are horrible gay people. The worst person in the world that I know is gay.
Is he powerful?
In his own mind, he is.
Is that you?
Huh?
Is that you or someone else?
No, it's an actual person. It's an actual person. This is that fish that Leggy and them caught today. Oh my God, it's so HD. I feel like I'm watching National Geographic.
This right here is what we call a fucking wolffish.
It even looks like he had his fur. What the? Wow. Whoa, Leggy. Yikes. That thing is desperate to survive. Is that it? Behold. Oh, you can do something. This is so intense. It's like so close up, first person point of view.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh my god! Wow.
Dude, I heard
Good
they
one,
could like.
Leggy.
I saw a video of it cracking a can. Like they have a really strong bite.
A wolffish.
Yeah, so people get their fingers cut off from those fish.
It looks like. You see their teeth? It looks all bloody. It looks like from a horror movie. Yeah, nature.
Yeah, there's
don't
other
play.
fish like that. Monkfish. Look up monkfish. It's even scarier.
Ooh, they're ugly. I feel they're more I feel more sorry for them than scared. These are the monkfish people.
Yeah, we catch loads of them in Ireland.
You do monkfish?
Yeah,
Will you stream one?
They catch them in
Oh my God, they're huge. Look at
lobster
this.
pots, I think, sometimes. Or no, they have to catch them with
I wonder what it's
Forgot.
like to be a
Fishing.
monkfish.
I mean, is there gay fish out there? There probably is.
I don't know. That is a great question for Pride Month. Let's see. Are there gay fish? Well, the Seattle Aquarium says gay whales and trans fish celebrating queerness in the ocean, but I would want more sources than that. List of animals displaying homosexual behavior from Wikipedia. Fish. Ooh, Lord. There's a whole list. The Amazon mallee, blackstripe top minnow, bluegill sunfish, char, grayling, European bitterling, green swordtail, Guyana leaffish, Howding whitefish, jewel cichlid, least darter, salmon, mouth breeding fish, southern platyfish. What's a platyfish? 10-spine stickleback and the 3-spine stickleback have all been caught being gay, according to Wikipedia. So I guess the answer is yes.
Cool. And I heard there's like drugs in the water now that is like cocaine in the rivers that's making the fish become more active, so they swim faster. And there's probably chemicals as well that is making stuff gay. But
you just
not
like
that
have
strong.
this in your brain and like, oh, this just entered my brain for some reason.
Well,
and
look up chemicals in
world.
plastic that might be turning us gay. There's chemicals in plastic that might be turning us infertile and maybe gay. I could be wrong.
I don't want to look all that up.
Yeah, it's depressing. Don't do that.
It's just like National Enquirer stuff.
But this channel is a mixture of Inquirer stuff and woke stuff.
I know. I mean,
Yeah.
not intentionally. If I had my way, it definitely would not be. That ratio would be much more. When I started this channel, I intended to do hard-hitting educational content. And I started doing these open panels, and it opened it up to everything. Alex Jones, the gay frogs, yes. Which actually, we fact-checked that one day, and that turned out to be true.
So they might be like, I could be wrong, but I heard there's chemicals in like phthalates and plastic that's maybe turning us less. It's reducing our hormones or something. It's fucking up with our hormones.
You just said you heard. This might not be true, but I heard this might be a possibility. That's gossip. That's just fucking internet
no, but it's actually
noise.
serious. Look it up. Ask Grok there.
No,
Ask Gay Grok.
you started. You opened the claim with this might not be true, but I heard. And then
I need to stop saying that because it makes you like doubt me. But I'm trying to be fair because I'm not
the claim
sure.
alone would make me doubt you, but all you do is throw out random stuff you hear, like you went shopping, and you came back with all the gossip you picked up at the mall or the grocery store. That's all this is. None of it is like you don't have a link to any of it, or look, here's this article showing.
Yeah, but you
It's
spread
just, oh,
gossip
I
too,
heard this
Jeff.
random thing that might not even be true here.
Yeah, but you spread gossip too. Like, you
What
spread
gossip do I
anti-trans
spread?
stuff. You spread
What, like what? Okay, no, hang
climate
on,
change
hang on.
denial. Climate
Hang,
change denial is
hang
big
the
gossip.
F on. Hang on. This is the second day in a row you've accused me of some anti-trans bullshit. What anti-trans stuff did I spread? Gossip.
Well, you don't want them to be accepted in like society. I mean, the right wing, like Trump, has not
Where did
been
I say that? Where did I say
pro-trans.
that? Show me where I'm saying I don't want trans people accepted in society, even though I advocate for trans acceptance on here all the time, and I try to
Well, the
normalize trans.
the right wing, the conservatives have not been pro-trans, like the religious ones anyway.
Show me where I said what you just said, because you're accusing me of a bunch of stuff, just like you did yesterday, and you have no evidence of it, which just proves my point that you're up here spreading gossip, and you try to make it seem like I'm the one spreading the gossip, and all you're doing is gossiping about me now.
Okay.
That's
Well,
all
I'll
you're
stop
like
accusing
you're
you.
the big village gossip. That's what you do on here. Which
Well,
I
you too,
mean,
mate.
to be fair, like most of YouTube, the panelverse is.
But Trump spreads a lot of goss as well. Like
I don't
he
care about
said that.
Trump's gossip. Do you see me on here talking about Trump's gossip all the time? I
You need
barely
to talk
mention.
about Trump 24/7, man. You love him. You haven't been talking about him much. Why not?
Who.
Since you voted for him, like, why don't you talk about him more?
I talk about him when I have something to say about
Anyway,
something
so
I
I'm
see
just
that
saying that
actually said and done. Most of the Trump conversation that happens on this channel are other people coming on here bringing him up, not from me.
Yeah, Trump, the right wing, the right wing are sending mixed message is about the LGBT. The percentage of LGBT support is lower amongst the conservatives and right wing, and you're an outlier because you're gay and conservative. So I'm just feeling like worried for you that you might get disappointed in the right wing when you realize how much of a con job it was, and then you'll like go back to the good side and like say, okay, Sean, you're right all along. I guess I wasn't spreading the truth good enough for you. I'm not really good at this, but anyway, I'm
Have you
trying.
worried that I might go back to your side?
You have to join the rebellion, Jeff. You're in the dark side. Why are you in the dark side? Star Wars.
I don't have anything to rebel against currently, and when I
Well,
do,
to be fair,
I did.
everybody's trying to rebel against everything.
What's
It's the
my
whole
life
point of
being a
life.
rebel?
Life is rebelling.
I rebel against neurotypical social norms. That's one thing I still rebel against, just by being my natural self. I don't even have to consciously think about it. Okay, here's a good question from a viewer. Why does anyone have to support the trans movement?
Because I think it's just like any being gay, it's just a preference, gender, or whatever. And they just we have the technology now for you to transition into a woman much more. But I bet you those transgenders back in the Stone Age.
That's you spreading gossip right now. We don't have the technology to change from one gender to another.
Well, they're doing it. They're transforming. Obviously, their sex is not.
They're doing cosmetic procedures which can approximate the look, the appearance of the opposite sex to varying degrees. But that's not changed. They haven't changed anybody into a different sex.
You see, that's why I think you're not pro transgender.
Why is what is the why?
I don't know, man, because you think that the gays are, I mean, the
But
transgenders are
I
not
just said
real
something that's
LGBT.
factually true. All I said was they have not transitioned to somebody into the opposite sex or gender, which is true. That's factual. They haven't.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I
done
know
that
that,
yet.
but I still think
So
that
why does
we
that?
can.
And you just acknowledge it. So you said yes. I know that. That is true. Yes, you're right. That's a fact. I know that as well. That is true. So we agree on that part. So why does that make me transphobic?
It's because we are allowed. We can accept their delusion that they are, that it's a mental illness that they have, or
I didn't even say
maybe it's
that. I'm
not.
not even one of these
It's not a
people
mental
going around
illness.
calling it a
It's
mental
just
illness.
a difference of brain chemistry that makes them think that they are male or female when they're not, and it's fine. It's not going to kill anybody. It's not going to. It's like the gays. It's like gays think that they love men. It's a
Yeah, and I'm
chemistry
not
thing or
saying any of
genetic
that.
thing.
Whatever you're saying, you haven't heard it from me. So I don't know why you think I'm saying it. But yes, he did not answer the question. I did notice that. And the other question of how does me saying they've never transitioned somebody from one sex or gender to another make me transphobic? How, when you acknowledge that's true, yes, they haven't. But somehow it's still transphobic to acknowledge that.
Oh man, say that again. I'm tired. I'm triggered. Say it again.
The fact that we both agree on that nobody has yet changed from one sex to the other. How is that transphobic? You said that's one reason you think that I'm against trans people because of
Okay, you're
saying
right
that.
there. So I agree with you. We should let them. We should allow them to be called she, her, him, that, whatever. We could also be allowed to call them what we really think they are, which is him, and they should not get triggered by it, and it's not a big deal.
They used to
So
not. I don't understand. The triggering thing is what's new to me because they used to not be triggered. They used to have the maturity to understand the situation and not pretend like, oh my God, don't ever remind me of reality. How dare you?
yeah, okay, fair enough. So hypothetically, if they were mentally ill, okay, mentally ill, that does not mean that we should like detransit, like give them chemicals to become gay, or give them
What are you talking about?
therapy to
Nobody.
make.
I don't know a single person saying that other than you. Give them chemicals to become gay.
No, to not become trans, or to give them therapy not to be trans, or not let them have surgery.
I don't think any of that stuff works. I don't think you can make someone who's gay
So
not
why
be
is
gay
this?
or trans
Why are
not
we
be trans.
fighting? Jordan Peterson was the first guy to talk about this because he was a con man who wanted to fight against the woke agenda because he doesn't agree
Well, he
with
was good. He
the
made billions.
environmental
If
agenda.
that was all a con, he was very good at it. It was a successful
Yeah, he
con.
was. Yeah, and now he's sick because he's eating so much meat that he's probably sick from the meat.
I think you're sick sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sick of the wokeness. Sick of the truth.
So then we agree. Then you're just as transphobic as I am. We're both transphobic. Because we both don't.
No, no, we're not transphobic. We just, I don't know, man. I'm just confused. Like,
No, I don't think I got. I didn't get. I didn't get. I got the same chemicals everybody else got. I didn't. We all breathed the same polluted air, ate the same chemical saturated food. What might have been different, and I don't think it's connected to the gay, is I had pica, so I ate all kind of stuff that normal people around were not putting in their mouth, like glue
so
and
you have the
Play-Doh.
gay genes, Jeff. You have mutated gay gene.
I could. Plus, I'm inbred. I found out that I'm most likely inbred. There was a whole documentary on the there's these rare genetic diseases that show up in Cajun culture that can be from intermarrying.
Interesting.
Not all Cajuns, but it does. our culture had the conditions for stuff like that to happen.
Yeah, well, I heard a lot of the really rich people did that a lot as well, and the Muslims.
Like the royals too. They
Yeah,
didn't want to mingle with the common people.
in Islam, it's quite popular as well, so that's probably why they are a lot more.
So there's probably more inbreeding than people, or who knows what. Just like who knows how white someone is or not. Who knows how inbred they are. Any of us.
Yeah.
That's why, again, my solution to all of this, if you focus on the individual as the default base unit, all of this tends to resolve itself. All you have to do is learn individual people. It doesn't matter what the labels are. Hey, Jackie Fox. Welcome.
So
Sean's educating us about transphobia and facing his own transphobia.
Well, I was a Christian, but I was a Catholic when I was younger, and I left when I was probably 20.
Were you an
I was
altar
never
boy?
really. No, I was never really anti-gay at that time, but I knew that it was weird, different, and Ireland was quite progressive. There was a gay politician that fought for gay rights in Ireland, and he was pretty progressive. I think Ireland was up there in being the first to be pro-gay. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but Nancy, I don't often hear that argument that trans people don't exist. I don't think that's the issue. I think most people accept the existence of trans people. I don't hear it on this channel, put it that way. I don't hear it on other YouTube conversations that I listen to. I don't really see it come across my news feed, and my sources are pretty diverse, but it doesn't catch everything. So for me, it's less, do trans people exist? I don't really see that as the debate. I think that's settled.
You understand, Jeff, that you're working with a lot of conservative Christian Republicans that are anti-LGBTs. So you understand that the conservatives.
I wish I was working with anybody, because that means I would be having a job and getting paid. Who am I working with?
You understand that the Republican Party is made up.
Understand, because I'm trying. That's why I'm asking these questions before you go too far. Who am I working with?
No, you support the Republican Party that is less LGBT supporting than the Democrats.
I don't find that to be true, though.
The evangelical Christians in the South.
In fact, I've been kicked out of so many LGBT groups here where I live already. I've never been kicked out of a single Republican group yet. So if you look just at facts alone, I find the LGBT groups on the left here way less supporting than the Republican groups.
Fair enough, but there's Republican groups. I am only saying in the southeast. I'm talking about the religious Republicans. Again, the evangelicals, I'm
talking about Protestants. Those two. They have those up here. They haven't kicked me out of their group yet.
But you understand that they have history of being anti-LGBT. I could be wrong though.
Well, okay, that might be true. And despite their history, they have yet to kick me out of their group, which is what I would think they would do if they were not supportive of somebody like me. And
I don't think you'll be able to go to a lot of churches.
Out repeatedly. So if you just
they'll
look
probably
at the track
tell you to not practice it. Like if you're a Christian. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so excited. If you were a Christian, you would probably have to go to a progressive church, or like if you were Orthodox or Catholic, you probably will have to like deny all the anti-gay stuff in the Bible and Islam as well. So there's a lot of anti-gay LGBT stuff around the world. The majority of the world, I think,
wait, hang on. Why would I do any of that when I've never had to do it before? even when I was
I'm just
Christian.
saying there is people like that. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying there's a lot of gays that are like religious and like are hypocrites because they know that the religions teach a lot of anti-LGBT stuff in the main religions of the world.
They didn't teach a lot of it to us growing up at all. They
Yeah,
was
they're
hardly
probably
talked
afraid of it. They didn't want to show you the bad stuff in the Bible because a lot of bad stuff. They only told you the good stuff.
They taught us basic, like, don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal, don't hit people, don't sleep with people's wife, like girlfriends, boyfriends, basic how to get along with other humans on the planet. That's most of what the focus was. And then on the Christian mythology behind it all. The Bible stories.
Yeah. But anyway, I like the way the society has progressed in being more pro LGBT because I still think there's a lot of countries around the world that are anti LGBT.
Yeah, I said earlier at the top of the stream that if you had the choice of living in a country that had pride and one that did not allow pride, you would probably want the country that allowed pride, regardless of your personal feelings about gay people.
Yeah.
Priest and nun. Yeah, that was back in the day. That was one way of solving it, because that was times too when if you weren't married and raising a family by a certain age, you drew suspicion on yourself. People scrutinized that type of stuff. Why isn't this woman? She's 30 years old and she hasn't even had a boyfriend yet. Why is this guy been living by himself and he's 30 something years old? That caught people's attention, and I think that kind of stuff catches people's attention less. They're less concerned about why people are single and not having kids.
Yeah, so that shows you that humans, we could change our opinions. Morals change. Subjective. Yeah. So back in the day, we thought slavery was fine. Killing the gays was fine.
I never grew up thinking slavery was fine. So and neither did my parents.
I'm talking about a long time ago.
Grandparents.
The Bible
so at least for 3 generations, that was not being taught.
I'm talking about in the Bible times, like the olden times, like Bronze Age. So what causes the progress of society? Is it technology, ideas spreading? Is it just the universe?
It's probably a combination of technology and education, which would be ideas spreading.
That's right. And it's just the universe playing this weird game, and we're in it. We have no free will on the matter.
We're part of the universe. The humans are doing most of the game playing. The animals are just doing their thing. Humans.
Well, we're controlling their lives too. Like we control most of animals now in the world. True animal agriculture, I'm saying.
Animal control.
I don't know, like gay chickens. I mean, we have 3 female chickens. They might become lesbian, but I doubt it.
Oh.
We had gay donkeys though. 2 male donkeys, and they were trying to F each other.
Cute. That sounds like the makings of at least a YouTube documentary, if not a feature film.
Yeah. So there's gay animals out there. And that's nice.
There are, yeah.
There's gay aliens probably out there.
Probably are gay aliens. If aliens exist at all, I can't imagine them existing without gay ones.
Is there any gay gods in history of this planet? Sure. Gay gods?
I'm sure.
Mythology.
I mean, you were just saying earlier that Jesus could be one of them.
No, well, he kind of acted gay, but he probably wasn't. He was just a single guy. It's weird.
How do you know how he acted? All you have is text.
Because he was single. He was single. It's weird that he was single.
Oh, that's acting. That was what I was saying earlier. If you're not married by a certain age, you draw suspicion. So just being single,
Yeah,
not
so maybe he
not
was
having
gay.
a partner or companion to start a family with
So the
is.
people who wrote the Bible might have been gay.
I'm sure there were. The Bible was written by so many people. I'm sure some of them were gay. Like just probability alone, they were gay. Oh, I didn't realize this was about a cat humping a duck. I just, I usually don't have to vet your comments too closely. Wow, good for him.
Well, I like that politician there from Texas. What's that Democratic politician from Texas who might
Are
win?
you gonna say James Tallarico?
Yeah. Is he gay?
Isn't he Christian? I thought you were all anti-religion. I don't think
He looks gay. He looks gay because he's vegan. Well, he's
he looks gay.
vegetarian.
We have a look. We have a look now.
Well,
He's
yeah,
gay and
gays
vegan.
are weird because
He just looks gay and
they all
vegan.
have this sound. They're very what's that term where you're very feminine? What's that term?
Feminine. Feminine. Metrosexual.
Yeah, where you act very feminine and
I
bombastic
call it
and all that.
feminine. Gay, queenie, flaming. Sometimes they would call it.
Yeah. So were gays doing that back in the day, like in the Stone Age?
Oh my
Were they
God.
doing that?
Oh, constantly. When were they not doing it? Especially when they got together. Sometimes it was just them in their straight life. They could like keep some kind of roof on it. But when you got them together at a gay bar or hanging out at a restaurant or something, they were all trying to outdo each other with the queeniness. Camp.
That's funny. That's all
Yeah.
camp. That's the term. Yeah, it's funny.
I was so bad at it. I made a horrible gay. I
Wait, are
couldn't
you saying
queen
that's an
out.
act? Is that an act that they do that?
It's hard to say. Like how much of our personality is an act or not. It's hard. It's really hard to say.
Interesting.
It's definitely
Because people
something they
don't.
can turn off when they want.
Right. So there
Yeah,
might be
that's
like
part of the
very
fun.
camp animals
Going to
out there.
Huh?
Camp animals. So are the gay animals like camp?
I have no
Probably.
idea about animal personality.
So there must
Like,
be a
do you
gay
know?
gorilla out there who's very feminine, or a gay monkey. It's weird.
A feminine gay monkey? I don't know. I haven't looked at that level
It
of
has
it.
to be.
I haven't zoomed in on that layer.
There must be like some
Mostly,
animals that are more gay than others.
maybe.
And it's like
I mostly confine myself to the human animal. That's where my competency. That's as far as it extends.
you got to go broader, man. You got to go the whole universe, man. The whole universe is gay. It was like 10% gay. What's the percentage of LGBT in America?
I can tell you that the B is the highest. I'm looking it up right now. Let's see if Wikipedia gives us the chart. Because we looked at it on the stream several times. There's a chart.
And is the percentage growing? Is the population
No,
growing
it's
faster than
about
the general population?
No, the what is growing faster is the identification into categories like queer, which can even have straight people, and bi. I think bi was the biggest growing of all of them. Where is this damn chart? Oh, maybe it's this Gallup poll. Yeah, I think it's. Hang on, I might have found it. Yeah, here it is. All right. All right. See, lesbian, gay are about 1.5. Bisexual is by far the biggest, 5 point something percent. Trans, very small, smaller than gay and lesbian, about 1%, and then everything else. And then within the LGBT population, over half is because of the bisexuality. And so the numbers are pretty proportional to the overall percentage of the
That's
population.
the thing. So I followed this guy on Facebook that is gay, but he's married to a woman. So that must be popular.
A woman or a trans woman?
No, a normal woman.
Oh.
So he's gay, and he's woman married to a woman. That's weird. I heard
Why
that
would she
people get
marry-
married now, not for love, but for financial benefits.
Oh yeah.
So men get married with each other for financial benefits, not for love.
Yeah, that was one of the concerns of gay marriage. If what's going to stop friends from just marrying for the benefits? And the answer is nothing really. If people want to do that, but the amount of people that's actually going to take advantage of it that way is probably very small.
Well, yeah,
You only
because
get
if
one person to one name to write in that blank. So if you and your best friend want to shack up and pool resources and expenses, I guess you can now.
yeah, the whole world should get married. Like everybody should get married, and we'll have like less taxes and stuff.
I would love to be.
But no, but then they'll probably have to change the laws. They'll change the laws after that. That sucks.
I see it as a great privilege, especially having
Yeah, so you guys won.
the fight for it, and having lived without it. Because Mike, we were not married.
I mean,
We
it's
didn't have
quite
the
rare that the gays.
It's rare. What?
Sorry, your internet was cutting off. Yeah, it's quite rare that the gays have so much rights now. Historically, the gays, I don't think there was any civilizations in the past that was very pro-gay, but I heard there was some, like the Greeks. Who else? The Minoans, the ancient Minoans. So I heard that all the ancient civilizations were quite. I could be wrong though. Were the Egyptians pro-gay?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, so historically, human civilization was quite anti-LGBT, but we've progressed, which is quite good. But anyway, Jeff, I'll let you go, okay? I'm boring you.
Okay. Do you have any other pride thing you want to leave us with on your way out?
Well, I'm proud that I'm woke and I'm sharing my opinions. And I'm proud that I'm not that proud that I'm a human. I'm kind of embarrassed a bit, especially nowadays. But
Are you vegan at
I'm
least?
proud. I eat less meat. I only eat one egg a week, and I take my B12 and bit of vitamin D. So I'm like 98% vegan now. I'm pretty proud of myself. And the fight keeps on going. So
Okay.
if the whole world went vegan, you would save. Okay, hypothetically, if the whole world went vegan, you would save 50% of all the agriculture would go back to wildlife, and it will reduce the biodiversity.
We're not interested in doing that. So this is a chance to learn something about the humans that you share the planet with. We're not interested in that. It's not a priority for us.
But I'm trying to save the gay animals out there, the gay bees, the gay monkeys, the gay
I wish the best. You can have gay animal pride. People do that for Mardi Gras. They have entire Mardi Gras crews of like pets. They have what is it, Barkus, the dog parade, Mardi Gras parade. You can have an entire pride for pets.
Yeah, so I'll let you go on, Parrot.
Those are some small actions you can take to bring about.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
world.
you know the way people say that small actions are not useful. No, if everybody did the small actions that were good, we would have a big impact on the world. So I don't think this stuff about you're not doing anything. Everybody has an influence. Even the small things we do for the environment has an impact. So when all these people say, "Oh, we're not doing anything," because it's not true.
Well said, my brother.
All right, peace. Have
Peace.
pride
Don't
in
listen to
your
lazy
gayness.
fat
Bye. Bye.
All right. Take care. Oh my God, Jackie. That's mine is hovering in that range too, and I know I'm gonna be facing that at some point. And all I can say, and it sounds cliche, and the old people used to say it growing up, but I'm saying it from a point of being able to actually say it because I have seen it and experienced it. And it is that life goes by so fast. Just a blink. And when I do talk to my mom, she tells me stories about my nieces and nephews that are in college or out of college and working jobs. When I remember holding them in my arms when they were this tiny. Like yesterday. That's how fast these human creatures have grown up. Like zip by like that. Wait, how are they in college when they were in diapers like last time I saw them, just like a few years ago? Did you have time with her leading up to? Oh wow. Was that last year? Oh man. I know just from Mike, like watching somebody you love deteriorate is one of the hardest things of life, no matter what. Oh, good, 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 good. Because to me, I don't know if it was easier, but I guess in a way it helped, and I was grateful that I got the time with him that I did leading up to. Although we did not see, it's not like he was facing death. That was not a realist. That was a remote possibility. We were not at that point yet. So when it happened, that part caught us very suddenly and by surprise, because that was way far on the horizon as far as we were concerned. So the suddenness of it was the shock. But the fact that it didn't catch us by surprise, and we did know, I don't know, we had all the hospital time. To me, I was grateful for. It made it. It wasn't easy. I don't know that it made it easier. It is absolutely the hardest of anything in my life. I don't wish it on anybody having to go through that. And that was with somebody my age that I loved. It was like a peer connection. Oh, hang on. I guess we're not wrapping up after all. We have another guest.
Oh shit. Sorry, let me turn off my speaker.
Oh yeah, you're all crackly.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Am
I crackling now?
sounds like a video game, like Pac-Man.
Let me just refresh.
It's all electronic sounding. Yeah, you heard it too? It all right.
How we doing now, bro?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Okay. I'm just sitting in some like hardcore traffic right now after a 15-hour day, and
15 hours?
yeah, that's what happens when you're the man.
That's like a double. Are you salaried or hourly?
I'm a special type of salary.
Oh,
I have salary pay, and then like I'm getting paid an extra day.
like bonus pay or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's cool. It's cool, and I get tomorrow off. So.
Oh,
But-
well, good.
We were talking about pride earlier, and like the theme of today was the pride thing. And what was the exact?
Oh, the prop thing of it was what does pride mean after acceptance? Like when there's no more reason, like when it's achieved the thing you had the pride for in the first place. What is it?
The guys who growing up, I always felt like, hey man, you know, the gay uncle might be the funny uncle or whatever. You know, we were in a time where it was still trying to like come out and like be accepting and stuff like that, right? And I fought for people. Like I was out there, you know, fighting for gay marriage or whatever. I voted for gay marriage, all that stuff. And I believe in all that. I believe in, you know, a man and a woman should be able to, man and man, woman, whatever. Like you know, whoever you want to be with, it should be with. But I think what happened is, along the way, there's detractors from the goal. Right, the goal was equality. Right, the goal was the opportunity for all.
Yeah, inclusion.
I think what happened though with the inclusion part, with the whole pride thing, is you forgot, like they forgot all the straight people. You know, like they started saying, hey, we're gonna include all the gays, right? But now they make an entire month for a different sect of individuals, right? Kind of like Black History Month, right? Like I'm not saying anything bad about it, right? I'm just saying that, you know, when you think about it, the whole goal was to come together, and then people went and they took it a little bit too far, right? You have people going out and showing their private parts in public, which is illegal, you know, normally, right? And that
a lot of places.
It makes a lot of people look at the whole movement as kind of like a, hey, like what's going on here? Like for me, at least, from my perspective.
I agree. I would be embarrassed if I invited you to a pride, like, hey, Moose, it's pride. You want to go to the parade? You could take your family. I would be so embarrassed if they started doing that at the parade.
Yeah. See, like, yeah, you understand. You understand what's going on, and that's how I feel. Like I told you, remember last year I took my daughter to the museum and we ended up in the gay parade, and I had those glasses and they gave me free glasses.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. I felt weird. You know, I didn't feel like, hey, I'm part of the club. You know, it's not. You're not.
And you had your daughter, so you had to think on her behalf too.
Yeah, and so there was only a couple people that were out, you know, inappropriately or whatever. But I think that's the only problem I have with it, and the whole pride thing. I think pride itself is a bad thing. So,
like the feeling of
Too
pride,
much.
a sin. Oh, I think you're cutting out. You're breaking up a little bit. I
Sorry.
had a question too.
Um,
Well, one thing
ask a question.
a lot of people may not know, you're talking about the swinging your dicks in public and all that, but that was actually an issue with Pride from the very beginning, and they had those debates from the very first Pride. How much should it be about sexual liberation versus social acceptance? And each year, you know, that you'd find that balance every year. But this is an ongoing debate in the community from the very first Pride Parade till today. I think it's just getting more visible because of social media and the quote unquote progress that's been made.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I think that there's also boisterous people, right? That like they're going to be more boisterous than you, Jeff, out there.
Oh,
They're
cutting out.
and there's tons of people out there that are just they're haters, bro. They're haters, great people, and it's weird. It's weird.
Damn, Moose, you
I think
cutting out. I
together-
think it's your signal. You're cutting out. I want to hear this because I think there's less of the haters than there are today. Like if you were in San Francisco in the 70s trying to organize a gay pride parade or march in a pride parade, you'd have half the city coming out protesting, yelling in your face. I think very few people would care today. I doubt one or two people would even bother coming out to protest.
to protest it. Who's
Yeah,
protesting?
to protest the pride parades. Like the amount of people that are protesting them today is almost none.
And that's
Versus in the 70s.
That's pretty cool. Like,
So I think the haters are less. Is my point. I think you do have haters, but I think the number of them is less, and I think they come out less in person. They can stay on social media and hate.
yeah, I think the haters they also gain attraction. Right? When you're divisive, like you will garner the attention of like the haters. Like if you're like a white supremacist or something, like you'll get those people and you'll get those people to follow you, and like it would just come naturally because that group, the group of bad people, they follow those people that are. So
You're cutting out again.
Let me get home. Let me get home and I'll get on.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear this, but it keeps cutting in and out, and it's good. It's too good to not hear.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll be home in 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, that's a perfect time for an intermission. In fact, let's see if Moose has something gay on his channel we could play for Pride.
Anything on my channel
You
right
still
now?
have Spitback?
I don't. I'll send you the link when I get back. Sorry, I took my whole channel down.
What? No. Oh my God! All that art. All right,
Yeah.
let me find the gayest thing from the new channel. Let them eat cake. That sounds pretty gay. Oh, that's just the album.
I mean, it's gay. It's happy.
Oh, these are all albums. Do you have any videos?
I no, because the videos I took down, I put them on private. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Dang.
I'm literally like 3 minutes. I wish I could
All
send
right.
you. I also have a really cool new song that has a new flavor to it. So I apologize to everybody who's watching. I know my internet connection sucks. I'll be home soon.
That's okay. We'll roll with it. We had many bad connections already. You
Like
make
with-
me fit by Sylvester.
You and Barnabas have a bad connection, but
Oh yeah, I kind of like have been keeping him off the channel, but it really wouldn't be Pride without an appearance from Barnabas at some point this month. So Barney, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you're feeling lonely, you can come crawling back once or twice this month, I think is a good limit to set.
I mean, even if he is a straight man, he's gay as it comes.
He's the gayest straight man I've ever met.
Right.
Or the straightest gay man. And you know he's gonna do science with Shift coming up.
Oh,
So
really?
there'll be an episode. Yeah. He should have fun. I think they'll have fun with that. And she's gonna create some special science questions just for him. So. All right, I do need an intermission. Hey, you think you can keep talking while I go do that, even if we can't hear you completely?
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep talking till then.
It at least appears as to be content. So.
Well, I mean, you know, I think
I mean, you're pretty good right now. I think it's just when you're driving around, you hit patches where the signal drops a bit.
Yeah, I was in the weeds, but now I'm downtown. I got the internet connections blasting. Got the 5G.
All right, I'm going to put you in Moose's hand for a few minutes. Moose's hands, and I'll be right back.
Dangerous. My hands are soft. They like to touch. But yeah, I love this channel. I love Jeff's channel. I've always loved Jeff's channel. It seems like it's like a second home to me, you know, second home. And yes, I took all my videos down. Yes, I am an artist who, like, I create for other people, but I really create for myself. And then when I bother other people with stuff I create, it bothers me. And then I'm like, fuck it. I'll take it down. And then I hear people like Jeff, they're like, damn it, why'd you take it down? And I'm like, well, damn it. Damn it, it's the worst time to take it down, right, folks? Right? It's just crazy. It's crazy. I think that the world is set up to divide us, to make us hate each other, make us not want to be friends with each other, make us dishonorable people, if we let it. But I think it's our choice. If we want to keep that kind of shit going, then we do. You know, like, I deal with it all the time. I deal with people that all kinds of personalities. A lot of them, they deal in drama every day. They're just like, it's like, why? You know? But they like it. They love it because that's what they've gotten that addiction for it, you know, the drama. I got an addiction for it, you know, a while ago. I love to just, you know, jump in the mud and roll around with everybody. And, you know, I love to call people out on their bullshit. I hate to be called out on my bullshit. You
hate being called on your bullshit?
Bro, I hate being called out on anything.
I know you do.
And I get
very unbalanced.
I get unbalanced, yeah. Sometimes I have to be the guy that's like, you know what, I'm gonna make a decision, and you either like it or you don't. It's just, you just gotta do it, right? That's just me. And I take offense. You know, I try to work with and stuff, and then when they say, oh, well, I don't really like this, or oh, you're making me look like this or that or whatever, just dumb petty shit, I'm like, I'm done. Like, so I created some cool stuff with my work, and we're gonna come out with some West Coast, like, old school. I got some like 1980s to early 90s like hip hop tracks that I'm working on. You know, because I'm
Are you gonna do videos to some of them?
Oh yeah, videos. But you know, it's weird because it's like, no matter what you do, you're fucked. You got all these people that have all these opinions, and it's like, you know,
but how does that fuck you though? Someone just having an opinion, because everyone's gonna have all kind of different opinions.
I know, but I don't want to do something for someone, like, or make a piece of art and then have the person I make the piece of art for turn around and be like, wow, it's not really, like, not cool.
Oh.
It's not really, It's like, well, yeah, I get it.
So a lot of your art is for other people, like inspired by other people. You don't want them to be disappointed because it's personalized to them.
Stuff I made for you with the star chart and stuff, like I genuinely enjoyed it.
I love those. Those, oh my god, they blew me away. They exceeded anything I could have possibly imagined when you said you were going to do those. And when they showed up, my mind was not prepared for any of that. They were so amazing.
You're like you're one of the hard people because like you like a lot of my stuff. So it's like you're one of my biggest fans, you know, but also one of my biggest fans, supporters. Like I would call you a friend over
And
the
critic.
and critic. Yeah, you were the first person to tell me things don't flow right, and I like that. I like that because that's where I was noticing too. I was like, man, these videos, like, I started getting lazy, and I started just like, because I'll get halfway through the video, and I'll have made like, you know, I've put like 20 hours of time into it or whatever, and I get halfway through it, and it's not perfect, and I'm like, fuck it.
You half-ass it from that point, or you scrap it completely?
A lot of times I scrap it completely. So there's a lot of work that like doesn't get. And then there's that one, the one album, you know, that I made, that the Sephora one with the like the heavy violins and stuff that I really liked. And it's like, oh well, you use this person's picture to create the character. Oh, but they don't like it. And it's like, well, I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. Like, once I make something and I ship it, it's shipped. Like, you know, that's how I feel.
You can't go in and swap out the picture at that point.
I had to sign a thing for YouTube to take the content down. Like I had to go into YouTube and ask YouTube to take the content down. I couldn't just take it down myself because it was published work. Yeah.
Oh, so when there's something specifically called publishing that when you do, it has this whole other set of rules to it.
Well, because those songs have an actual like ISBN number, so they're actually like they can be sold on shelves. You know, if like I made a CD and I put it on the shelf, like it would have the number of the CD and it would have it. You know, each track has a number and it's like a regular like a real record album. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Even though people are like, "Oh, that's not real. That's just AI or whatever." It's like, uh-oh. I'm not,
because I know, like, YouTube had a thing for a while where it was making you check a box saying if you were using AI likenesses or if they're a likeness of any person or AI manipulated content.
You don't even get to do that though when you publish a song. Just got home. I had to have my daughter move one of her chairs.
Okay. Oh, you're home. Okay.
Thank you. All right. Now I can park. There we go. All right. Whew. All yours. All yours.
You're gonna go unwind?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
They're playing. She's playing with their best friend. She's good. Oh. So, do you have any questions about the gay pride thing? You want to prompt me, ask me questions, do whatever?
Well, yeah, we were talking about the haters, and I think you started to cut out at the part where you were saying how the haters show up to the parades or something, and that's when I had said how I think they're much less haters now.
I'm not talking protesters. I'm talking people in your own that you would think are your allies, right? Like fellow gay, lesbian, trans, like all that. You know, I don't know all the damn pronouns and suffix, all that bullshit, but
it's always changing.
When you have that group, right? It's the same thing where when you have like a big right wing group or a big left wing group, you have these people in there that are just nutcases, right? And they're just they're people, they're nutcases on the outside, they're nutcases on the inside. But then they join these little groups and they go out and they join that stuff. Those are the people that pull their dicks out. Those are the people that like does inappropriate things, right? And it makes the whole thing look bad. But that happens in every group. And I think that when it happens in a group that is celebrating something, and it's like you're celebrating it for an entire month, I think what that does is it gets people to focus on all the bad things and not all the good things that have come, from the movement itself. You know what I mean? Because it's easier to be like, hey, I was at this parade, right? And this guy pulled his dick out right in front of my kid or something. That instantly would, that would enrage almost anyone.
That's very bad branding.
And then it would also create a bias for that person now from the time that they'd be like, oh, well, I'm going to compare it to something that happened in my sister's life recently. So my sister, she went to the hospital the other day, right?
Yeah. How is she?
So she didn't have a stroke. She, somebody slipped her a date rape pill. Yeah.
Someone she was with or a stranger?
I don't have the information yet. I'm not really sure. And all I know is that she had her autistic son-in-law, and he was holding on to her arm and making sure, the whole time she was having a seizure and stuff. So, he protected her, but somebody tried to rape my sister, and so now.
How old is she?
She's 33.
So older, like not a young girl.
She's my younger sister, though. She's my baby sister. So to me, she's always going to be a baby,
Mhm.
And I mean, take the gay pride away. Now just think about this incident. She went to a festival where people are having a good time. Everybody's having a good time. The bad actor came out. Somebody did something dirty, slipped something into her drink. Now, for the rest of her life, she's going to second guess every time she has a drink of an alcohol, or anytime she has a beverage that is open before she gets it. Like, she's going to have these like problems now. And that's the same thing I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to make it as dramatic as the gay pride parade, but I'm trying to just like trying to explain what I'm meaning, the similarities of like the bad actors being at those things and then bad things happening. And then that's what happens on the news. We don't get, hey, we actually raised 10 grand for the child center down the street, or we did some good stuff during that thing. You're going to get all the bad shit that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important, like when people go out, if they go out and do these things and then like say you see it and you say something about it, that's the biggest thing that could possibly happen, to like change people's perspectives, is to see people part of the movement, calling out the bad actors, making sure that the bad actors aren't allowed to be there, that aren't allowed to have access to do these stupid things, And
Well, that was going to be my next question: is what do you do about your crazies? Because every group has to manage its crazies, and I will say, back when I was involved in the early '90s, there were groups like NAMBLA and some of the fringe. NAMBLA is the
like
boy association.
exactly.
They wanted to join our parades, and we told them no. So we were setting a boundary on what we wanted in our parades to represent us or not. And there were some groups we just did not allow in. And I think that that's shifted a bit. They're letting different groups in now that we would have told no. So that's one way to filter out your crazies. And they're also stigmatizing other groups that we normally would not have, like the leather community and the kink community are getting pushed out. And for reasons, but if they show up appropriately, I think they should be included.
Right. Exactly. But
like the drag
this,
queens can show up and do every sexual, raunchy, ridiculous, crazy thing they want, and they get celebrated like they're Disney characters. And the kids take pictures with them and get their autographs.
Yep. And that's where the issues come in. That's where my issues come in. As a father trying to protect my daughter, I wouldn't tell her not to be gay. I wouldn't tell her not to love somebody that she loves. I would never do that. I would never coach her into making a decision that I would want her to make in that instance. You know what I mean? Because I know when it comes to love, you can't, sometimes you can't control it. You can't control it. You can't, you fall in love with somebody, if it's the same sex, it's same sex. Like, who am I to tell you who to have sex with? Just don't do it in front of me.
What if
Easy.
she was trans? Because you're more likely to face that now than even the lesbian thing. Hey,
I don't think I'm going to. I hope I don't face that, because that's something I would probably. I'm definitely against the coaching of that to children. The children are coached now in such a way when they go to school that I think that if she had it in her brain before somebody else told her, maybe. But there's no way she's not a girl. She exhibits all of the traits that a woman would exhibit, or a young girl would exhibit. She doesn't exhibit the traits of a young man.
a
She just
tomboy.
she doesn't.
Tom.
No, she's a fucking princess. She's a little princess, and she loves being. She loves it.
That's totally believable.
And if she wanted to dress up in boy clothes, like she's dressed up in like a blue shirt, and they're like, I'm not that crazy about it. You know what I mean? It's literally just like, hey, like, you were born right. You were born in the body that you were gifted that body. I helped create it. Mama helped create it. God helped create it. Whatever. But you're fine the way you are. Her friends like to put on makeup, right? I tell her every day. I say, hey, you don't gotta do that. I say, you're beautiful just the way you are. I don't
Huh.
say, don't do that. I don't go up to her, don't do that. You're not gonna put on makeup. No, I say, hey, baby, you're beautiful the way you are. You don't need that. I said, hey, but if you want me to like, rub some foot lotion on or whatever, I'll rub some foot lotion on you, and we'll have a little spa day or whatever. We do that. We do a little spa day. It's okay to experiment and adventure and be childish with your child and stuff. It's I think the sexuality thing doesn't even need to be played. Like, when we went to the Pride Parade ourselves, when we just stumbled upon it, it actually, I didn't see hardly anybody being crazy. I saw a couple people walking around like dogs. That freaks me out.
Oh, the puppy
That
boys, the puppy people.
that freaks me out. I mean, and you know what? Anybody can hold that against me. I don't care. Like, there's certain shit in the world that just,
That's
like,
so normal to me.
it just doesn't.
They're all over the bars.
Yeah, but I don't go to the bars, right?
Yeah,
I go to work, and then I
that's the
go.
disconnect. Gay bars have changed.
Like, if I went to a bar and I saw that, I'd be like, oh, that's freaky as shit. But I wouldn't go bother them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I may feel some kind of like discomfort around people like that, because maybe I'm thinking that they might not be all there in the head. But then I'm looking at everybody else in the world, and I'm like, most of these motherfuckers aren't there in the head. So I'm at the point where I'm trying not to judge people, but I'm also trying to be realistic about how each of our groups are dividing us. I watch the way Republicans, they're going to back their Republican no matter what, to the death. And it's like, you guys are crazy. There's bad Republicans. There's bad Democrats. In my opinion, they're all fucking shit. All of them. Every single one of our politicians could be flushed down the drain, and our country would be much better. How? Fuck if I know. I just know that they all suck at their job, and I'm sure that there's somebody out there that has a mind and an IQ far superior to mine. And they would run shit like a business, and they would run it clean. What we got right now is we got two sides, and both sides want to take up for their own sides. And then we got all these little divisions in between, in the middle. We got Black Lives Matter. We got gay pride. We got, we still have fucking white supremacists in the country. It's fucking weird. You know what I mean? all
I don't
these
think
people,
there's a lot of them though.
there might not be a lot, but they're still in the country, and we still have these people online spouting all this crazy divisive
Oh, like
bullshit.
Nick Fuentes and that.
Yeah, all these crazy ass motherfuckers, all of them, and they get paid to do it. So it's like they get paid to spread division. We don't get paid to divide ourselves. We don't get
You right
paid.
about that.
We don't, we get no benefit of that. You know what that does though? It makes it easier to take over our country. It makes it easier to pass laws that we don't want, build data centers we don't want. It makes it easier for pharmaceutical companies to come in and buy each other out, because now we don't have bipartisanship anymore. We have left, we have right, and both are wrong. They both are fighting for whoever's paying them the most money. They got money coming in from super PACs. They got money coming in from corporations, all kinds of shit.
From other countries,
Other countries too. You got
they have
China.
dark money. You don't know where it comes from.
China's invested in a lot of our farmland, and China also owns, I think, I don't know how much of our pork production, but they own a lot of our plants, our pork plants. Having another country own the means to production in our country is not a good idea.
I don't. Yeah, where is Trump on that? To me, he would say something. Where do you get your news? What are your news sources?
Where do I get my news? So it changes, because before I would get my news from all different sources. I'd get it from CNN, I get it from NBC, Fox, like all those places. I get it from Alex Jones. I would take it from everybody, and I decipher. I pull, what is right and true out of each one, and I realize that they're all have a spin on it. They all have their, because they're all selling shit. They're all selling shit. So you know whether you think Fox News is selling you something or not, that might be an
They're
opinion.
selling you a story at least, and if not a
Yes,
brand.
they're selling you a story. They're selling you a brand. They make it exactly how they want to paint it. Where I get my news lately is I have my automatic bot. Every hour it scans through Twitter and it keeps me updated. It keeps me updated with what's trending, keeps me updated with the conspiracies going on. Um, I like, and what it does is it gives it to me in a no bullshit kind of way. It says, here's the facts, here's where we're not really sure, and here's where your thinking is completely wrong. And I go, okay, all right, we'll work with that. We'll see, and I assess that, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's it's a conglomeration now is where I get my news from. I try not to watch any of the CNN, Fox, or any of that shit anymore. I try not to like waste my time on that. So I'm changing where I get my information from.
Jeez, I think you're being attacked by a raptor. Jurassic child. Because we're already seeing, like, I think AI has the potential and the ability to make us better consumers of news, which I think is desperately needed. And we're already seeing things like it's built into searches now. Twitter has where you can ask Grok to fact check a tweet and get a on the spot fact check. So using these AI tools with the existing sources, I
But you
think
have to
can help us refine our sense
the
of
AI,
reality a little better.
Jeff. The AI tools though are also biased as well. If you go through, it's not just Twitter, Dolbez. I get my information from Twitter originally, but my bot it continually searches. It takes
So it
the
can
initial.
compare that information to other information out there.
Yeah, it's multi agents, so it's multiple agents. I have one that it's going to agree with me, and it's going to give me what it agrees with me, right? Then it has one that disagrees with me, tells me where it disagrees with me. Then I have a fact checker. And then I have another one that puts it all together. Like if I wanted to be a newscaster, I could do it every day and I could give you some
You
news.
created these. You created each one individually, specifically to
Yeah.
agree and not agree and fact check
Yeah.
and all of that. Wow.
Because I want to know where I'm right, I want to know where I'm wrong, and I want to know where the disconnect is, and I want to know why I have a disconnect. Right?
Well, let's test it. What is the current news? What's the current like important? Give us like the top 3 headlines that's important to know.
I'd have to get off. I'm on
Oh.
my phone right now, so
Do you
I'd
have
to get
any
off.
that you remember from yesterday maybe that stood out as news?
Nah, I didn't read the news at all the last 3 days because I've been
Okay.
working.
That might be
So
healthy. I can tell you, I don't think you missed much. There's election news, different primaries and governor's races and stuff like that. And there's
I got one. I got one for you. So there's a lot of factories that are burning down again. A lot of like egg factories and a lot of
you ever heard? No, wait, hang on. Our news is not the same. I've never saw this one time.
yeah. Look up specifically say for the year of 2026 how many farms have burned down, chicken farms burned down, whatever.
We got to start comparing news because we're missing. It's like collecting trading cards. We're missing some stories.
Well, because I specifically have it like checking for conspiracies and stuff too. One of the conspiracies going around is that they're trying to dwindle down our food supply.
Who's they? Which they? Because there's so many different they.
When I
groups.
say they, like I'm just gonna use I have no clue who they are. It's just the people that
just some kind of they
people
behind
that
the
are
scene.
right. The people that are making the decisions on these means of production. You know, the people that own these places, the people that are selling these places, the people that are in charge of making sure that these places run and they're upkept. Those are where I would say that the politicians that are stuff like that. But it said, you know, I had my agree bot tell me, oh, here's how many have done this year. Then I had the disagree bot tell me, well, this is normal. If you look at past years, there has been a lot of fires. And the reason why are, check it out. So the reason why is barn fires are caused by lights, like indoor lighting. So that happens a lot. They use heat lamps. And so those will catch something on fire. There's a couple other reasons that it gave that I thought were kind of murky. That was kind of bullshit. And overall, like it came to the conclusion that it isn't a conspiracy, that shit happens and shit happens all the time.
The factory's burned down. So is it at a higher rate, or would you say it's as normally we can't draw much conclusions from it?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I to me it's how many times has it been like listed? Hold on, one sec. I'm getting attacked again.
This is cool.
Hey,
I
I'm on
love
the
seeing
phone.
the kids mixed in.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the car in just a second, ladies. You keep playing for just. I love you too. I'm gonna come spend time with you in just a second.
Go.
I'm almost done. I'll come in right now.
Oh, go be dad.
Shit, I still have the mic on.
I feel terrible now, like I'm standing between
You're not.
dad
You're
and
not.
daughter.
No, she's just playing with her friend, and she just wanted to tell me
She wants dad. She wants some dad time to go play.
She doesn't though.
Plus, think how much cooler of the dad how much of the cool dad you're gonna be if you play with her and her friends.
Oh,
you're gonna be able to rep for yourself.
I don't want to play with her friend though. Her friend drives me nuts.
Oh. But I also want you to get your chat time out too, because you're coming out with a lot of good stuff today. I didn't know you had this system going on behind the scenes.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like the system with the Dungeon Master thing. You know?
Yeah. Speaking of, is that in the works?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have any time to work on it last night. I got home and I literally just went right to bed. So
I know 15 hours. It's is that
yeah,
your daily refresh?
no, I just I'm the dude now. So it's like I have a bunch of people who are working for me that are from out of the country, and I have a really good team of people, and I don't want to let them down. So I just have this thing in the back of my mind. It's like it's hard for me to leave.
Yeah.
You know, like when I'm there, that I have their back. I know that any second that they need me, I'm right there. You know.
Are they in some kind of jeopardy if you're not around from other people?
Well, they're brand new, and so like you know what I mean. I would never leave brand new people by themselves, and I didn't leave them by themselves. I left them with another man, but I don't know. So you know, not everybody's gonna go out and fucking bust their ass and make sure that everybody's cool.
Yeah.
It's just the facts. So and then like my job entails a lot of stuff. So it's like sometimes I'm doing everybody else's job, and so I can't do my job. So I just have to work a little bit extra.
Well, that's what makes you so rare to me and valuable. But I
But
know you tried that.
that's why I believe in community, bro. I believe in community because I've inspired teams. I've inspired teams. I've inspired people.
Yeah, I'd say so. I've seen that on here. Mostly just by being yourself.
You know, and Jack Talcott is the reason why I think I got so sucked in with Jack Talcott is because I always wanted to go to school to be a life coach because
You'd be good at it.
the reason why isn't because I think I know everything and I'll make your life 100 times better. It's because I feel like I can instill hope in people. You know, I came from a trailer park with 10 people in a single wide. You know, and now where am I? You know, I'm doing a lot better. I'm on my own. I got my own place. So, you know, I'm 3,000 miles away from home.
You made it
Uh,
out of the trailer park.
Made it out of the trailer park. I have a beautiful child. I got a wife. I got everything that, you know, I got everything that somebody would strive for in life. You know, it's I mean, maybe not everything. You know, I'm not big and buff or anything like that, but I mean, overall, if you're a family man and you want a family, I have what a family man wants, and I have a a family man, and I think that a lot of people think that they grow up poor, they grow up in this situation, that there's no way to get out of it, that you grow up, in a place where is violent, dangerous. You know, you go to school. Sometimes I got my jaw broken in school when I wasn't even part of it. Um, I would got in a lot of fights in school, all kinds of stuff, and I was picked on all the time. I was told by my teachers I was never going to make it anywhere. That I would be working at McDonald's, and which is funny because I did work at KFC
KFC.
for a while. No, so they weren't far from the truth, right? But the mere fact that when I started running a KFC, I realized that I was making more than the teachers that were telling me I'm going to work at a fast food joint. I was like, okay, there's another thing of hope for people. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to like listen to your teachers. Like you can be somebody. You can do something. You can make money. You can like there's so many options that if people don't understand that the power that we have and the power that we have when we work together. You know, when people work together, it's it's like having the power of two people, but even better. You know,
I It's how to make that happen. Because I think enough people don't have the experience with seeing that actually happen, like being part of having that happen. And it's hard to make happen, to get people to coordinate like that in a
And
sustained way.
online, like, has really shown me that like it's a lot harder than it should be. You know, like people aren't who they say they are, and then they don't tell you what they really want. They just tell you certain things, and it's hard to create like a real lasting relationship online. You know, out of everybody, I think you're the only person that I still talk with and come to frequently over the past like 3 years.
Part of it is just communication, like having good communication with people.
Yeah, I'm terrible at communication sometimes.
I don't think you are. At least not with me. But peer you should look into peer counseling. Yeah, it'd be an easy path towards some kind of coaching, because the core of peer counseling is to give hope. That is the number one thing. If a peer can do nothing else, they should at least be able to, as using themselves as an example, give hope to other people. And that's
Yep.
exactly what you
That's yeah. I mean, but that's what we should do here. That's online. You know, I
That's
think.
what I do. I feel like I do here, at least try. That is my intention for being here when I
Yeah,
turn this thing off.
I'm not saying that's not what happens here. I'm just saying like that's my mission is to uplift the world and to try to show people that you can push yourself to be way better, way more. And opportunity also doesn't always come to people who like when you're down and out, when you grow up in the ghetto and you're like I didn't grow up in the ghetto. But I grew up in a pretty
You grew up in the white ghetto, the trailer park.
why it was mixed. It was all
Oh,
mixed. We had every single like race and color and in our trailer park. And beautiful 'cause we all got along. Like we all got along. We all like we had football games, flag football. We had barbecues on the street. I mean, we would close the entire street. Like just close the whole street off. Let people, park in their driveways or whatever if they have to, but we would close the whole street off. We'd have all the adults out there. Every single parent on the street was out there, and they all brought something to the barbecue, and everybody's like watching the kids. Dads are cracking a beer open, mom's like sitting there, directing traffic, playing with the kids and stuff. It was cool, man. It was cool. Now I got neighbors. Nah, fucking hardly ever will they ever say hi. Hardly ever do you see them. You know, it's weird. Things have
yeah.
changed and it's our fault. It's our fault for letting it change. Like nobody can say that he did it, they did it, or the government did it. Nobody. It's our fault. We all decided to go home at night, watch our own TVs, play on our computers, play on our phones. We all decide not to go out into the world and like set up a table and have a barbecue and stuff. Like that's our choice every single day. And that's something that I'd like to bring it back, dude.
Well, I was about to ask you what stops you from talking to your neighbor or setting something up with the neighbor, and would you enjoy hanging out with a neighbor as much as you enjoy hanging out with the internet people? Like, is that part of it? The people here are just more interesting.
I think the ability to reach a wider audience will and throw you cast a wide net, right? And you'll get your people. I think that's the way it works. And hello to you, Miss Beautiful Jackie Fox. I hope you're having a great day out there. Thank you for supporting Jeff's channel. We appreciate it.
I agree, Jackie. It really was. Um, yeah, I'd like to see both. I'd like to see people have this to come to when they need it or want it, but also have in-person
That's
community
what
things to do.
that's what I like about our D&D thing. Like we started it, like it started moving and it started going somewhere, and then all of a sudden it just died. And it was like, man,
Well, yeah. Some of it is life, and that's another thing about internet. When life hits, it hits harder on the internet because we're already so scattered and distant and fragmented and chaotic. And so when people's individual lives hit on the internet, it throws things off more than in
It
real
definitely,
life.
like when I like the last like week or whatever, I've been in the weeds. I've been doing everything. I'm like I'm in every department in the building, helping them out. And so like when I get home, like my brain has been fried. So trying to get things to work has been even doubly frustrating for me because I thought I had everything like set up, and then you joined, and then it was like, oh well, I'm gonna just fuck off again, and I'm like, well, fuck you, you know. So that I'm gonna figure out a way to make it fucking work. It's almost there. It's like it's just some disconnect, and I need to find out where the disconnect is, and
Is
then
it able to help you troubleshoot?
it's not doing a very good
Because
job.
it said something about it couldn't read all the messages, like some kind of messaging permission. And you were working on the Discord bot.
Yeah, I have to go in and set it up. I have to set up two-way authentication on my phone, and then it will let
Oh,
me, because the bot it has to like they have to know exactly who sets the bot up, and it has to be tracked to you and stuff, just in case your bot does weird shit.
yeah.
You
Like
know, if
that's
you
responsible, I guess.
yes, but it's one of them layers that like it's gonna take me time to figure that out. So it might take me an hour or two or three or four. But that's the thing about AI too, is like all these people are like, oh, Moose, you do this or you do that, or oh, I saw this person do this, I saw that person do that. If you want to learn and you genuinely want to learn, you don't need me to teach you. You don't need anybody else to teach you. Just open up Chat GPT and say, look, I would really like to learn how to cook today. Can you walk me through step by step like I'm a child? And it will.
Because that's how you created all this stuff, right? Like, here's what I want to do. How do I do it? Help me create
Yep.
this bot. Yeah.
I watched videos of other people doing stuff, and I said, well, I want to do something like that, but not the same. So I say, hey, this is what I want to do. Help me out. I asked for help. That's what the AI is good at, and that's what people are not good at. People are not good at asking for help. Imagine
Might.
that. Imagine that. Maybe that's why they don't like the AI, because the AI is going to give them the answer. What do you do once you have the answer, Jeff? Once you have the answer, you have to make that decision. Are you going to follow the answer, or are you just going to continue on?
Which is what I do. The AI is great at recommendations and suggestions, and then you decide as the human what to do with those. So sometimes I take its advice, sometimes I ignore it.
No, yeah, I get that too. I'm not saying trust everything it says. I'm not saying. I want to be clear about that. I fact check.
And they do hallucinate. And you
They
have
do.
to be kind of experienced either with the AI or with your subject matter to catch the hallucinations.
But if you ask it to walk you through something, it generally will walk you through that without hallucinating. You know, if you're asking for information, it can hallucinate. Like if you're asking how many people aborted their child in 2024, you know, it might not have the right information for you, you know. And that's something that they're working on too. They're working on the hallucinations. They're working on all that stuff. It's not
Yeah,
a
like
it's
as it learns, it'll get better as it gets more and more data and people using it.
Yep, it gets better. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of and it's just a tool too. You don't use the AI to think for you. You think for the AI. You use the AI as a car. You drive the car. You brake. You gas. You turn. But you ride in the car, right? It's the same thing with the AI. If you stay in control of the AI, you're good. And yeah, shit breaks along the way. Like if you're coding and stuff, shit breaks. You know, you want to add a bunch of stuff that's cool to our game, and then next thing you know, it's like, well, now we don't have a game anymore. And it's like, well, shit, I broke something. You know, that's part of learning. You know, that's part of like, now you got to understand how you broke it. Then you ask, you know, you figure out how to fix it and stuff. And you just, I think that a lot of people that are not self motivated are not ever going to see the benefits of it. Like, I want to be smarter. I want to be faster. I want to be greater. I want to have more money. You know what I mean? I want it all. I want everything. So I have to be self motivated to go get it. You know, nobody's going to hand it to you.
Yeah, you get out of AI what you put into it, what you bring to it in the first place. And I think there is an element of experimentation and do it yourself. So if you have that, so I spend hours with it sometimes talking about having a conversation or talking about a topic or trying to understand some kind of interaction, like with all the things that confuse me about humans. I can sit down and say, hey, tell me what's going on here. And we'll have hours and hours of exploring some communication breakdown.
Yep.
Or some conflict that happened. And I'll get a whole expanded picture of it than I would have had before. But I still have to figure out for myself how that applies and how much sense it makes. The AI has no idea how it relates
Jeff,
to a human situation.
my phone's going to die.
All right, go be a dad.
All right. Bro, it was great having this conversation with you. I'm going to go save the world. Love you, brother.
Okay, one dad at a time. Pterodactyl dads. There you go. After we get the antler brigade rolling, we'll get the pterodactyl dads out tomorrow. Yeah, Jackie, I'll be out here same time, noon west, 3 p.m. East Coast, noon on the West Coast. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Hang on. 2 days into Pride, we got what? 28 more to go. All right. Oh, what a hang on. See you tomorrow.